Hey, what's up? Happy Moonday. How's it going, everybody? As you can see, we've got our war paint on today. That's right, because guess what? It's time for the boss battle. Time for the boss battle. Yeah, what up? What's up? How's it going?
Oh, you know, it's going.
So, yeah, when I said boss battle, babes, I wasn't joking.
It's for real. It's for real.
Yeah, how do you guys like my new intro song? Got that done. That's by Homie Romy of Rising from the Ashes. That'll be really fun to play with going forward. But yeah, what's up? Happy Monday. I went a little crazy with the makeup today. No regrets.
Right a bit. Amount of crazy. Looks gorgeous.
Right. And then Logan drops in the chat that he's painting a mask. So I'm really curious what kind of a mask you're painting.
I don't know if you can hear all those people. Sorry.
That I can, but that's okay. So yeah, hey guys. How was your week? I'm curious actually if anything happened for anybody on the 1st of August. Because by the way, I survived a tornado. We talked about that last time. So that was a good time. By the way, I got some pictures. I got some pictures of where the tornado actually touched down. Turns out it was about 15 kilometers away from where we were camped.
What?
Yep. You did not hear about that? Oh, shit. Yeah. Also, your sound just got really, really quiet, but I need headphones anyway, so...
Oh, that's okay. I was trying to avoid all the people leaving their meeting. Okay, I think there's like an AA something next door.
Oh, hey. Yeah, Logan, drop a pic in the Telegram chat. That'll be cool. Yeah, so last week, Monday, I came back and told a story about camping. That Sunday night that we had gotten a tornado warning at like 9:30, and they're like, "Hey, tornado, your area, by the way, in an hour." So we're like, "Fuck!" So we packed up just about everything. But we had like a trailer, and there's a couple people in tents. I actually packed up my tent and just stayed in the trailer that night. But it was quiet, like nothing came. It was like dead silent. It was really eerie. And then even some stars came out, and we're like, we can see some stars. So like maybe we're not gonna get hit with a tornado. And then next thing you know, it's like we go to bed because nothing's happening. And then 2:30, we wake up and there's lightning everywhere, but no sound. It was but just this crazy light show. And then the rain and the hail came, and it was like sheets of ice and sheets of rain. It was so crazy. And we're like, oh shit. Whoops. Fuck. And yeah, there's some funny stories. So I would encourage you to go back and listen to the funny stories. But yeah, we didn't realize exactly how close the tornado actually was until like the next day we got pictures about like a ton of trees just fucking wrecked before and after pictures. But yeah, good time. So that was my August 1st.
That's exciting.
It was pretty exciting, I'm not gonna lie. A little bit traumatizing. Yeah. Chances was more fun. He got a bunch of money, so like that's great.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's nice for you.
That's a win.
Yeah, well, fuck yeah, that's great.
Nice.
But yeah, anyway, that's really cool. But yeah, hey guys. Yeah, but anyway, let's talk about this week. Yeah, there's a lot of activity this week. There's a lot of things going down. But first of all, it's really good to have you back, Rachel. I missed you.
Thank you for having me back. I missed you too.
Yeah, buddy. I love the vending machine sounds in the background.
They were so quiet before. They're like, here.
That's okay. Oh man. Yeah, so let's talk about this week, okay? Because this is nuts. The main big thing happening this week is the full moon in Aquarius. So we will definitely touch on that. That's like, I don't know, in a couple days. So that'll definitely be a main big thing that we'll be focusing on. But there's a couple other things happening as well. So let's talk about it. So today, Monday, we have Moon in Capricorn, right? It's not like it's not making any huge, major, insane aspects, but we do have Venus directly across from Pluto today. So that happened today. And I mean, we have this transit roughly once a year. It's not like an unusual transit. It happens quite a lot. But the main thing I think about that is really just there may have been different aspects of power and control playing out in relationships today. That's kind of just the main thing that I think about that. But anyway, we don't need to really focus on it. It's not a huge, major, insane transit. But over the next day or so, as the moon goes and joins with Pluto, that might intensify a little bit. But don't worry about that too much, unless something is coming up. And then if something is coming up, then you know why. But one of the big things I definitely want to talk about is Mercury has moved into Virgo. This is really cool. I love the shamanic astrology take on Virgo as being the priestess. And I think of Mercury as like this wizard or this priestess. And what I love about she, he, it, Mercury is kind of both. What I love about Mercury being in Virgo ahead of the sun like this, it's kind of like he's scouting out ahead of the king or the leader or whatever, right? Especially Sun in Leo, it's very kingly energy. But anyway, he's scouting out ahead. And in Virgo, we're very we're more like, I mean, this would be helpful for like organizing and cleaning and talking and planning and getting ready to, I mean, whatever it is that you're getting ready to do, like this is the time to plan it out while Mercury rather is in his own home. So I really like that. Especially since while he's whipping through Virgo here. And by the way, we're getting ready for the next Mercury retrograde. It's not happening this week, but just be aware that that's coming up. Yay. Anyway, while Mercury's whipping through Virgo here, he'll be trining all of this Taurus stuff. And I feel like as that trine is setting up as it's building, we'll be learning more of the details and the facts about what kinds of things have started and kicked off with this Mars Uranus North Node business. So keep an eye open for that, and also be aware that while Mercury is moving through Virgo, he will be opposite Neptune in Pisces, and this has been incredible for, I mean, it's been really nice for like the spiritual development and the, you know, tapping into our intuition and all of that lovely stuff, but it's been horrible for things like illusion and glamours and propaganda out the fucking wazoo. So as as Mercury is getting ready to trine these, you'll find information, and then as soon as the opposition hits, this is what I've seen every single time this opposition is played out, is the water gets muddied, right? So screenshots, right? You know, as you're finding stuff, take a fucking screenshot, you know, print it off. Don't leave things to the black hole of the internet. So that's just what I gotta say about that. What's up, Jenny B and Michelle and Cody and Stacy and Andrea? Oh my God, there's a lot of people here. Hey, 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 hey. And we also have, I don't know how to say your name. Oh no, oh man, Charola. Hey, how's it going? Welcome to the show. What's up? Oh man. Yeah, exactly. Write that shit down. Get it on paper, right? That's just what I gotta say about that, especially as you're like learning about news and things things that are like happening in the world, right? Another thing that I just saw in my notes here that I want to talk about with this Venus opposition to Pluto. I mean, I said it wasn't a big deal, but I do have one more little thing I gotta say about that. Remember the myth of Persephone, okay, being dragged down into hell. Every time we have a hard, and by hard I mean an opposition or a square aspect between Venus and Pluto, I'm reminded of this myth and this idea of like power and control over the feminine specifically, because we're talking about Venus. So as she's in Cancer and facing off with Pluto, it's like looking at Pluto across the room and be like, fuck you, bitch. I'm not ready to go down there. I've got needs. I've got things to take care of. Okay. In Cancer, especially, it's like, I need comfort. I need my mom right now. Fuck you, bitch. I'm not ready. Okay. That's what that's about. All right. And then, okay, this week, Venus is moving into Leo. Okay. So I'll get to that day, but I'm excited for it. All right. Personally, I'm excited for it. If you can't tell, I'm like, makeup, yeah. Okay. So anyway, on Wednesday, all right. Wednesday, the sun sets up in a square to this business, and we're like the moon's in Aquarius, we're leading into the full moon, right? So we're in this extreme like tension building phase. And I just learned recently, while going back over while listening to Cam White, actually, shout out to you, Cam White. You're a fucking boss. I appreciate the work that man puts out. But anyway, as the full moon is getting ready to set up, what we have seen in the past with full moons, especially, I mean, in Aquarius specifically, what we've seen is like riots. With Saturn in Aquarius, we've seen riots. So let me take you back to 2020, Leo season 2020. What happened in the summer of 2020? What kind of riots were there in 2020? The George Floyd riots. That kicked off on the full moon Aquarius, conjunct Saturn. Okay, so this is a pattern, and we need to be aware of that pattern. That's all I'm saying about that. So anyway, sun squaring off with this Uranus, North Node, Mars bullshit while the sun is in Leo. This is about, what do I want? Okay, that's what Leo is asking you. What do you want? What makes your inner child feel happy and fulfilled? What kind of things do you do for yourself that's fun and playful, and like how do you assert your individuality, right? And I would even say that asserting that individuality is in fact a revolutionary act, especially in today's day and age, but especially now with all of this pressure to conform from Saturn and Aquarius specifically, but from society in general, right? And I mean, I know I talk about that a lot, but it's really important. It's a really important theme, right? I mean, number one, fuck your consensus reality. Number two, the crowd is always wrong. Not sorry. The crowd is always wrong. Period. The end. So this is likely to come up Wednesday and Thursday leading into the full moon, right? Where are you being pressured to conform in some way? And how can you be a leader and assert yourself without trying to like stop the oncoming train? Because this right here, this Mars Uranus North Node, I mean, I talked about it a lot last week. It's a fucking tinderbox. So, you know, don't don't try to be that person that is standing in front of a mob trying to stop the mob. Maybe just like go be a leader somewhere else and do it in another way, right? There's more than one way to deal with that type of situation and de-escalate things by just not fucking being there in the first place. But if you do find yourself in a situation, you know, just be smart about it. So anyway, groupthink, organized religion, labels, titles. Like I don't even enjoy or really feel comfortable embracing the title of like astrologer even, because that's not Kaylee. That's not me. Not really. That's not actually who I am. It's just one of the many hats that I wear, right? So how can you assert yourself as your own individual? And in fact, I would even say if you find yourself self-censoring, and I know a lot of the people in this community are not like that, but I mean, maybe you are in other areas or whatever, but yeah, if you find yourself self-censoring in order to like please the crowd, you're gonna have a bad time. Okay. You're gonna have a bad time because they're gonna come for you anyway about something else. So there you have it. All right. Then we got the full moon, this gnarly T-square. Again, something really important that I always say, especially in readings, squares and oppositions are not bad. They are meant to teach us something. We don't grow and develop ourselves, our personalities. We don't grow muscle. You don't grow anything without some kind of resistance or thing that you're being asked to push up against, right? So something that I really wanted to kind of like illustrate here with the full moon, right? This is the same day that Venus is moving into Leo. And in preparation for this, I was talking to Rachel. I'm like, Rachel, you know what this looks like to me? You know what this looks like to me? There's the king, right? The sun, right? And he's like, he's doing his thing and he's facing off against Saturn. He's like, you motherfucker, you're going down. And Saturn's like, come at me, bitch. And they're in their own homes, okay? Saturn's in his own home, traditionally of Aquarius, and the sun is in his own home, his own kingdom, his own castle. And when you are at home, you often have, I mean, it's nice, right? It's comfortable. It's your own domain. You know the ground, but there are responsibilities that you have to take care of when you're at home, right? And then here's Venus coming up behind, right? And she's actually speeding up right now. So she's just moved into Leo. And there's multiple ways to look at this, always, as always. But Venus is like, sir, excuse me, trying to catch up to the sun. There's a problem. She looks back over at her home in Taurus. There's shit on fire over there. Are you aware? And he's like, hold on. I am aware. However, this needs to be taken care of first. Is looking at Saturn. Saturn's coming with his fucking the horde of woke zombies. they're coming to the door, man. You have to make a decision. What are you gonna do? Are you ready for the boss battle? Basically. So that's Friday. Good times, eh? Good times. Anyway, this entire time, okay, by sign, there's this trine to Jupiter, right? Jupiter always is inspirational and is going to help us step into leadership roles. But here's the thing with Jupiter, those roles must align with our own internal values. And that's what's going on this week. Oh, man. One other thing I really love about Venus and Leo, and one of the reasons why I was inspired to just do some crazy makeup, okay, with Leo, with Venus and Leo, we're still in this energy of really wanting to have fun. And with Venus moving into Leo, now it's like really, this is your chance, okay? If you aren't a person that normally expresses this stuff, or if you felt restricted in any way with expressing yourself, Venus and Leo is going to help you do more of that. So, okay, I had this thought. The catwalk. It's fucking Leo. It's the fucking Leo.
Yes.
On the catwalk. You know I'm a model. You know that it's true. Anyway. Yeah, dude. So that's this week. Good times.
So this week you're all gonna cosplay.
Yeah.
Take this seriously. For real. Get into the LARP.
I'm so serious. I need pictures. Okay.
I have a lot of sewing to do.
It's been years since I've cosplayed, dude. That was a thing.
But what I love about all this is like
you get
to cosplay as yourself now.
Right.
You get to be your best self. Like it's
powerful.
True. Doing this stuff.
So true.
I dare you guys this week to just like take a day and play with this and see how you feel, because it's fucked. It's powerful. Yeah, you will.
That's a secret, Jenny. That's a secret, Jenny. Yeah. Oh man. But yeah, dude. Okay. So so that's this week.
That's this week.
Oh man, it's a good time. It's a good time. You know what? It's a good time.
So good.
Thank you, Cody. Exactly. Never lower to the collective mindset. Exactly. 100%. That is 100%. And the crowd is always fucking wrong. Okay. Oh man. I want to fucking riot. No. 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 Bad, Lucas. Oh man. It's a good thing I got people in the chat to like swat the fucking trolls away. Holy shit. Yeah. To all the LARPing Leos. Exactly, Benjamin. We're war ready. Fast facts. You did miss the juice, but you know what? It's okay. You can rewind because we'll be here. Apparently my laugh on 1.5 speed is hilarious.
I bet.
I wouldn't know. Oh shit. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna do what we always do. Right? We're gonna go through the signs. We're gonna talk about it. Yeah, exactly. You missed the juice and the songs. I played your song, but anyway, we're gonna go through the signs. We go Pisces backwards. And as always, if you want us to pull a personal card or 2 or 3, let us know. The instructions are down below. And I'll just put that banner up right there. And yeah. I brought all of the decks. I didn't know which one I was going to choose. I just brought them all.
I did the same thing. I was like, all right, I guess we're just going to see who wants to play.
Right? I brought my runes because, I went like all in on the face. I was like, well, fucking runes, I might as well bring the runes.
Hell yeah. I did. Yeah. So I did bring my I Ching deck. I am not like a master like Chance, but I do love this deck, and it was like pushing at me. It's like me. So I did it the way that it wants to. So I've already shuffled for the collective for the whole reading in the week, and we'll just pull them as we go. I was going to pull them all, but we'll just pull them as we go.
Okay.
And then I have other cards. I have other cards that you can do.
I'm down with that.
I got plans.
It'll be fun.
It'll be fun.
Yeah. Yes. All right. Yeah. I grabbed my leather runes, and I honestly haven't decided if I want to use my druid deck or my hermetic deck. They're both fucking great. You know what? Actually, I brought them both out to the market on Friday, and I asked people, like, do you want me to use the like super serious hermetic deck or this super gorgeous druid tarot deck? And they always went for the serious one. I'm like, I mean, they're both serious. It's just this one's got like some really crazy occult symbolism and shit on it.
I feel like I've seen people.
That's what they wanted.
I found people love that. Like they love like the straightforward, like, tell me what I need to know.
Right? And then I'm like, okay, you asked for the serious reading. I'm gonna give you serious.
If you say so.
Yeah. Exactly. Oh,
just remember that you picked this.
You chose this. And then I get them to pick their cards too. So I'm like, if you pick bad cards, it's not my fault.
Yeah. I let people cut the deck, you know. I'm like, you can touch them. You know, people are like, don't let people touch your deck. I'm like, look, I'm saging.
Do you know how much fucking sage and Palo Santo I got, bitch? Okay.
Right. I'm tapped in. No.
and juniper.
Oh,
I love using juniper. And it's so sweet when it burns. It's so beautiful.
Yeah, I have oil, but I don't have any like plant. But that's amazing.
It fucking grows everywhere. Like people plant that shit for like just it's pretty. And I'm like, all right, it's fucking highly medicinal. I love it. I'll take it.
Sure, why not?
Yep. Romy, you're all done your yoga? Said he's here for the long haul. I'm like, word. Okay. Yeah, I don't like gin, but yeah, exactly, Jenny. Sorry. I just realized you might not be able to see the chat.
Oh, yes, I'm not. I'm gonna be checking for other stuff later, but I'm trying not to. I'm trying not to pay attention. You guys are ridiculous.
I know they're retarded.
They're great. I love it.
We just watched. Never mind. Shh. Yeah, Giggle Tarot begins. Okay, let's fucking do this. Do you want to start with the collective and then go backwards, or start with Pisces and then how we normally do? It's been a while.
I don't know. Should we flip a coin?
Let's start with the collective and then end with the collective, or just start with the collective and see how it goes.
That's a good idea.
Let's just do that. Let's just do that. Let's just do it. I'll start with the collective.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's exciting. That's exciting. Chances crafting a magical wand. Do 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 do. Stacy says violet gin tastes like nectar of the gods, wrath of the gods in the morning after. Oh, I love that. All right, so the hermetic deck told me that it wants to be used, so I guess we're using that one. And my runes. I'm definitely using the runes. It just feels appropriate. I mean, I put up. Okay, so I'll tell you about the bind rune that I put on my forehead. I asked the runes which ones wanted to be on my face. And then they told me, so I was like, okay. And then while figuring out how they go together into a bind rune, there's a lot more in there than just the ones that picked. So there you go. I'm like, okay, I'm down with that.
Actually, I love that about bind runes.
Hey,
I love that about bind runes.
Right? I'm like, oh, hey, there's Hagalas and Tivas and Algis and oh shit, there's Vunjo. The whole fucking family came out.
It's so cool. They're like, I'm gonna bring this one with me. I'm bringing these two.
Like, all right, I'm down with that. All right. So a collective reading to open it up. I like that. I think that's really good. I don't think we've ever done that. I think it's gonna like set the mood and kind of like give us an overview of the energies. I mean, I think like my face says it all about the energies, you know what I mean? But hey.
Yes.
What's up, Chris? Chris has been doing some modeling lately. Rachel's face. What?
Chris does. None of you have picked up on this. Chris does like super psychic art. Like if you're triggered as fuck about it, it's working.
Stacy, we could call it that. You know I'm a model. You know that it's true. Oh shit. Okay. All right.
Love it.
All right, collective reading. God, serious, you guys. Hot girl summer. Dude, that's Venus in Leo. Hot girl fucking summer. Boom. Chris is picked up on it again. I gave him a reading, all right, and I told him he was psychic, and he's like, well, and I'm like, you are, okay, shit, Cancer sun, come on, man.
Yeah, we were talking the other day. I was like, stop being psychic at me. No.
Stop it. Oh shit, that's a lot of cards, deck. Yeah. What a funny kid. He's a good guy.
All right. So
Bog Witch Autumn Cometh.
Yes.
The Bog Witch, dude. I'm into that too.
So creepy.
Dude, I'm gonna be Baba Yaga in the forest one day. Just like
oh my gosh. Can you please have the house too? Like
yes. I mean, I could.
Be epic.
That'd be fun. I could weld that. That could be a thing.
That'd be sturdy AF.
That'd be fucking sick. Just these chicken legs, like got like a ladder going up to the house. Like, what do you want? I'll do this on my face every day. Like, what do you want?
The guy's like, I'm trying to sell you solar. He's like shaking already, like sweating profusely. It's like, I've heard this story, but I have a job. Or it's
oh god,
they're brave.
Oh my god.
Okay, so I decided, I was gonna do an I Ching, and then I was gonna pull a tarot to kind of help you navigate that.
Did your cat fall into the water? Is that?
Oh my god, no. No. If it's videos like that, that would be hysterical.
That would be funny. Oh,
that did happen to my cat once. She was very upset.
I need one more card for this collective reading. What the hell? Okay, if you're gonna troll me, deck, I'm picking another one. I will put you away if you don't behave. Sometimes you have to tell them what's what.
Sometimes you do.
Like, look, you mother. Okay, no, you bad.
Like, this
bad
is what's
deck.
happening.
Bad.
Okay, for the collective.
Okay, if you're ready, you can go.
Like, you get that under control.
Clearly, we're having issues over here. Go ahead, buddy. I'm gonna mute.
So for I Ching, we got 43, which is heaven over lake. Determination. The waters evaporate and rise up to the heavens. From there, once again, it will descend. Cleanse the air and refresh the vegetation. Time to persevere with composure for our mission in spite of obstacles. Everything can be advantageous or disastrous. Let us opt for the correct solution, not turn our backs to it. I think that's pretty clear. For tarot, on kind of how to work these elements, with the 9 of coins. standing in your power, standing in the foundation that you've built. The way that I see, I mean, a lake can get really windblown during storms. It's not the sea, but it's still not somewhere you necessarily want to be. So, you know, it is going to be about your skills at navigating that water if something were to happen, and choosing to see the heaven in it. 9 is completion in the physical realm. Are you present? Are you in the physical realm? Are you, I don't want to say master of it, but have you gained some mastery at this point? Or no? Are you going to be a whiny bitch when the storm comes? Or are you going to be Jesus and be like, stop? Had to say it. It came out, you know. So there we have for the collective.
Hammer time. Do 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 do. Bam bam. Can't touch
Yeah.
this. Yeah. Beautiful. All right. So, all right, collective. This is interesting. There's a lot of really pretty cool cards here. We have the Princess of Pentacles. I love. I'm gonna do the same thing I did with. Yeah, I'm gonna see how annoying that is. Okay, so the Princess of Pentacles. All right. This is the beginning of some kind of new project, right? Some major cycle has kicked off and you've been given a gift, right? What you're going to do with the gift, if you have planned for that gift, if you've, you know, if you're going to use it wisely or not, I mean, that's up to you. But it came out with the Empress as well. So this is like some really intense fertility and abundance, okay? And magnetism, like extreme magnetism. That's fantastic. The question is always like, how are you going to use it, right? And are you going to use it responsibly or not? Then the other two cards, so 4 cards in total came out, right? These two came out together. The other two that came out that kind of give a little bit of context with this is the Two of Cups, which is very interesting. I was actually just reading about a very kind of interesting Two of Cups spell, I guess. Ritual rather. Anyway, we don't need to get into that. And the Fool reversed. So that's very interesting. Yeah.
That WAP smell?
Hey? Is it wax?
No, that WAP smell?
Oh. Oh shit. Great.
We're not even to Scorpio yet.
We haven't even. God damn it. I started with a song made by Scorpio, so I guess fucking oh shit. Oh my god, you guys. Okay, anyway, lots of abundance. Okay, it's fucking beautiful. There's some kind of gift coming in, so you need to use this wisely. But what's beautiful is it's leading to some kind of like partnership, right? That's pretty cool. But why is the Fool reversed? Why is the Fool in reverse? And it's interesting because it was the Fool and then the Two of Cups. Almost like there's a step that needs to be taken before the Two of Cups can happen. And it's like you're not trusting or you're not trusting spirit or not trusting the natural course of things, almost like you're trying to rush something. So be careful about that and don't rush things because the natural things going along, their natural progression leads into some kind of beautiful artistic partnership. But there's a need to let go of control and just embrace the path and the speed of things.
I think that's perfect. That goes really nicely with the elements.
I like it.
Yeah. Pace
Word.
is the trick.
I like that. That's cool. Okay. Pisces. Right. Okay, so anyway, abundance. Yeah. Jenny drops this thing that I don't know, I think that was yesterday or today. It was just like abundance. So like, you know how people have like rain dance? Maybe we could have like abundance, you know, like a bum dance, like for abundance. You're so sweet. I love Gemini. You're so cute. Oh shit. Yes, Jenny. I think we can do that. That's a thing we could do. Oh my god. Okay. Pisces. Oh, I didn't pull my runes out yet. It was on my to-do list today. Oh yeah. Ooh. I didn't talk about the astrology for Pisces. I'm breaking from pattern here. Okay. Real quick here. Pisces, Aquarius, where the full moon will be, where Saturn is, where Saturn's been like lurking for the last 2 fucking years. I just like watching you. I always feel like. Anyway, that's your 12th house. So this is the subconscious. This is the isolated places, your dreams. So a full moon conjunct Saturn in your 12th house, square all that lovely stuff going on in Taurus. Hopefully this will be revealing to you where I almost want to say where in your like ancestry, your familial line, and where that stuff from your ancestry and your familial line is playing out in your subconscious and presenting itself to you in interesting ways. Maybe it's playing out in your dreams, or maybe you feel like you need to escape, right? That can be a 12th house thing, just needing to fucking escape in order to feel like you can express yourself really, truly, right? That's that Leo Aquarius opposition. Well, that's one of the manifestations of that opposition. And the reason why I'm bringing in familial ancestral stuff is because that square, the North Node, Uranus, Mars stuff that's like kind of like a thorn jabbing you, it's in your 4th house of the home and ancestry and all of that goodness. Or sorry, 3rd house. Oh shit. My apologies, Pisces. That's actually your 3rd house, not your 4th house. Regardless, it's playing out through communication with others. It's playing out in your neighborhood, right? So this full moon in the 12th house, if it's hitting any major planets, like by major I mean your sun, your moon, or like Mars or Venus or something like that, or if you have anything in Aquarius that Saturn is like hanging out with, you might feel this full moon, and it might feel like something that's been building up for the last couple of years is coming to a culmination point. That's really what I'm trying to say. So that's what's going on for you, Pisces, for this full moon. And yeah, Rachel, if you are ready with cards, you can lay them on us.
Okey-doke. No, that's perfect. I love that. And for Pisces, there is a lot of advice about stability and grounding. I mean, think about Pisces being like the deepest of the depths. That's a lot of water, but it still has a floor. You still have the ocean floor. You still have something that it rests on that can hold all that weight. So the advice for Pisces is 52, which is mountain over mountain. And I have a story about the mountain and being immovable. And that's definitely on a spiritual plane. It is taking that stability that you have with the ocean floor very seriously. Think about the ocean floor. Look at pictures of sand under a microscope, and you'll see all kinds of different things. Think about all of those things like all your gifts everything you have worked for, but not only what you've worked for, but the things that are within you from your ancestors. All of that is stability and support for you. And you can rest in that firmness. So this one says, be calm. Let us find a quiet and meditative moment. All houses are temporary. Let's observe the present, maintain oneself in contact with one's interior, and renew one's strength before undertaking the journey. The calmness of the mountain is repeated in the other mountain. Their great mass transmits peace and silence. There, time is non-existent.
I fucking love that because of the nature of the 12th house being asking for that, right?
It does. And I love this tarot that came out with it, because what this does, I just pulled this the other day and had the thought, because I'm looking at the symbols. The tooth, the key, and the full moon. This is the seeker of coins. Wisdom is the key to fullness. You're not full because you're uber psychic. That's a gift. You're full because you have wisdom. And that opens the door to so many things. And in the seeker position, you'll have an easier time learning what to do with the material realm if you tap into that wisdom. Take your time. Think. Like, feel. Pisces is gonna feel. But like, slow down. Earn that maturity. So that's what I got for you, Pisces. You're muted.
Thanks, buddy. All right. So the first two cards that I got for Pisces is the Prince of Wands and the Seven of Wands. There's definitely a major feeling like fighting for, I swear to God, I'm not trying to to specifically read for specific people that I know. But sometimes it just fucking happens.
Yeah.
With the Prince of Wands, right? This is definitely an individual that has very strong beliefs and ideologies. Okay. And they will salt and burn the fields behind them in their most negative expression, right? Like, fuck you and fuck everybody else too. And like, good luck, good luck, good fucking luck. Just out of spite, right? That's the most negative, right? You must believe what I believe, or else, or else. The most positive that this can come out is leading by example and being like, this is the most Christian way, for example, to act, or this is the most the highest morality that I can act with, and the highest compassion that I can act with, and these are the beliefs that I truly believe in, so I'm going to model those by being that way, right? Not by trying to impose onto another person. And so that can be, I feel like this is probably you, Pisces, deciding which way you're going to go with that. And with the Seven of Wands coming out, this is very much feeling like you need to defend yourself and defend those beliefs, right? And I just got chills everywhere. Wow.
I love that. And the thing I like about the Seven of Wands is that, it's always pictured. Oh God, no, don't, Chris.
Don't do it.
Do not encourage him, anyone. I mean, encourage him, but I don't know. No. Anyways, that seven is always pictured with like one foot in one land and one foot in the other land. Like, you're traversing two different worlds. You're traversing, in this particular situation, what was and what is now. It is a major step, and you do have to hold your ground in the most tumultuous time.
An idea that I've been playing with for the sevens, and I'm hearing a bit of echo on my end.
Oh, it could be me.
Probably because I got headphones on. An idea that I've been playing with for the sevens. I don't know jack shit about music. Okay, I don't know fucking anything about music, but I learned recently that the 7 is right before the next octave. The 8 is an octave up, right? So with the 7, there's always this challenge and initiation or invitation, as my teacher likes to say, with the 7s where you're being challenged and you're about to jump octaves. So this is a test and you need to pass this test. And if you don't pass this test, well, then you don't move on to the next octave and there will be another opportunity. If you do pass this test, boom, baby. Kaboom, baby. Sorry. Yeah. Anyway, the rune that I pulled for you, Pisces, is Ansus. Ansus is about speech and inspiration and having a connection to your ancestors. I really like to view Ansus as access to wisdom. And sometimes that wisdom comes from very surprising and unexpected places, right? Sometimes the best lessons are given to us by the trickster. And the trickster's not always very fucking nice. So keep your eyes open and just remember how much power your speech has.
Yeah, how are you going to talk to Mooncat this week?
We're talking about the cat in the chat. That's perfect.
You're gonna be like,
listen here, Mooncat. Okay, so my sister's cat plays fetch better than the dog does. The husky does not play fetch. The cat plays fetch with elastic bands. So like you make a little gun and like fucking shoot it and boom, goes to get it, brings it back, but like drops it halfway. So like she drops it and then you have to go and get it.
Yeah, it's like I'm not doing all the work.
It's just classic. Like, would you fuck off? Just classic Mooncat. It's so funny. She's funny. I love that cat.
That is funny.
Yep.
That whole narrative like shifted my whole paradigm.
Mooncat Sundog. Word.
Yeah. Instead of being like, oh, it's the devil attacking me because I'm over that game. I'm like, oh, it's
yeah.
That's so much easier to deal with. Yeah. No.
I love it. Oh man, that's good. Okay, Aquarius. Aquarius. Okay, Aquarius. So
I love that you sing that every time.
Like I can't even help it, man. I just that's what I do. Okay, Aquarius. So full moon in your sign. That's fun. I'm really curious if there are Aquarius rising, Aquarius sun, or Aquarius moon in this community. If there is something that you started around your birthday that's coming to fruition right now, that's what a full moon is supposed to be, right? The new moon in that sign, you begin something, and the culmination is supposed to be the full moon in that sign. So I'm really, really curious. I really want people to tell me, is there something that you started around your birthday? Like, this is really important data, okay? I'm serious. This is important data. Is there something that you started that's coming to fruition? Because that's what the astrology says. That's what they say. So prove me wrong. Or prove me right, you know. I'll welcome both. I'll welcome both. But anyway, full moon in your sign, okay? This is the first 7th axis playing out, okay? Sun is in your 7th house of Leo. Moon is culminating as a full moon in your 1st house, all right? This axis is the relationship axis, me and my partner. Aquarius here, reporting for duty. Fuck yeah, thank you, Jared. Did you start something around your birthday? Oh, you did start something around your birthday. I remember you said that around the winter solstice, which would have been before your birthday, but still around solstice, that you made some intentions for up till summer solstice. But I'm curious if there's anything that you started closer to your birthday. So anyway, let me know. Okay, so anyway, full moon in your sign with Saturn in your sign. Saturn's almost done with you, okay? Once Saturn moves from Aquarius, it's going to be like a huge weight lifted off your shoulders, okay? Literally. Or figuratively, I guess, but whatever. It's going to feel literal. There are some final important lessons that Saturn has to teach you about the path that you're taking in life, the level of responsibility that you have to have for yourself and for your community and for your family and whatever. This full moon, right, with the sun in your 7th house, I mean, this entire Leo season, there is this focus on developing your relationships, or just, making sure, or even your partner could be really developing themselves, and the focus could be a little bit more on them. But as the full moon is coming out and playing out, the question becomes like, are you able to allow them to like be themselves and allow them to be their own individual, or do you have to control everything that they're doing? And if that's not something that's playing out right now, it could just be more like just needing to pay a little bit more attention, and something being revealed to you about what you need to do in order to feel okay in your own body, and in order to like really take up the mantle that you've been given, the role that you've been given as an Aquarius rising, or as an Aquarius sun, or as an Aquarius moon. Because especially with that first house, if Aquarius is your first house, specifically your ascendant or your rising sign, that is your path. The thing that you are developing is Aquarius, is being inventive, is being revolutionary. So are you succumbing to groupthink? I hope not. Are you the one imposing groupthink on other people? That would fucking suck. So I really hope not, because no bueno, no bueno, no bueno. Anyway, Aquarius is a genius sign, so just yeah. Please show us your genius. All right, that's all I gotta say about that for now. I might have more to say, but that's okay.
Oh, you'll have more.
I'll have more.
Okay. The I Ching for Aquarius is Grace 22. Flame dance about the light of the fire. Draw shadows. Okay, this guy speaks Spanish, so these translations are hilarious. On the mountainsides, while the mountain towers majestically and calmly over the valley, beauty emanates from its interior. Appearances could confuse one and be a victim of false illusions. It is an occasion the bottom emanates, the fundamental aspects of one's existence. So basically, the fires in your heart, the fires of the interior, can shine light on what's really going on. That's that revolutionary aspect of Aquarius. But fire, like the sun, can also be very blinding. And I've seen heat waves. There's a thing called mirage. Like, you can get to a point with illusion, so it's best to be clear with your light, Aquarius. Because you are collectively minded, it is wise to make sure that when you're thinking of the group, that you're not getting into that groupthink, and reminding yourself and each other to be their best self. That they are individuals, they all deserve love, honor, and respect. No one's above anyone else. No one's below anyone else.
No masters above, no slaves below.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And just because somebody might have a more flashy costume doesn't mean that they're, all that. Everybody's going to work with what they have, and they all have their own individual shine.
Looking at you, Leo.
We all Leos.
Sorry.
No, you're good. That's it. That's what I got. That's perfect.
Okay, cool. I love it. Oh, that's funny. That's good shit. Okay. Aquarius.
Yeah, I like that it's the sun. The sun came out for the full moon.
Yeah, that was perfect. That's funny. You know what? I was just talking to Romy about this, okay? When we're talking about the moon cannot be interpreted without the sun and without knowledge of the sun, because the moon reflects the sun's light back to us. What is the quality of the light that's being reflected? The moon in Aquarius this time around is reflecting us Leo light. So how does that change the interpretation? It's beyond just the phase of the moon. It's also the quality of the light. So anyway, these are the things that I think about while gardening. I'm like, yo.
That's the perfect time. That is the perfect time.
Literally. I'm just like doing my compost tea thing and I'm like, oh God, I gotta talk about this. So anyway. Okay. I got for you, Aquarius. We got the 9 of Wands. You see that?
Ooh.
That's you, okay? This is your time with Saturn in your sign, okay? And you're almost done. You're almost finished. This has been a hard-fought battle, right? I mean, we came in with fucking war paint, all right? This has been a hard-fought battle. But you're almost complete. Almost. It's really close. And as a matter of fact, once you have finished this, right? Once you have completed this task, here you are as the King of Wands, renewed, restored. So allow yourself some grace. Allow yourself some grace and some patience, right? If you've got a thanks, Martin. You've got a big weight that you've been carrying on your shoulder, like I said when we're talking about the astrology. And as soon as that is like past, right? As soon as Saturn has moved into Pisces, I'm promising you, there will be a lift. As long as you've been working your ass off, as Saturn is wont to make you do. And then we also have the Ace of Swords coming in. So this is something that's being revealed to you with this full moon. I love it. So this is an insight, an awareness, a clarity, a truth, something that will make this hard fought situation worth it. So I love this. No, oh my God. Why is it? Why? Okay. You guys in the chat, you're done. You're done.
Slow it down now.
You're done. No, Alan, bad. The rune that I got for you, Aquarius, is Dagas. This is daylight. Okay. It is always darkest before the dawn. This rune inspires hope because sun always follows moon. Moon always follows sun. Day always follows night. Night always follows day. There's always a new leaf, right? A new cycle. And that moment of twilight before the sun comes up or right after the sun goes down where it's still bright out, that's a moment of magic, okay? As you are taking this intense oppositional energy of the sun in your 7th house and Saturn and the moon in your 1st house, and you're balancing this out within yourself, you're synchronizing various oppositions. This is a moment of magic, okay? So embrace that magic, and I feel like you already know what to do. I feel like you already know. So, and I mean, it's fucking Aquarius, okay? I know. Of course. Why are you here, Aquarius? You already know.
That's how I feel about so many readings. I'm like, why am I doing this?
Look at that face. He fucking knows. Yep. Oh man. Oh shit. And on the bottom we got strength. Wow. Woo. That's fun. Anyway, King of Wands indeed. As they're talking about fucking ridiculous shit in the chat. Oh my God.
Side effect of the King of Wands.
Yeah.
You one passionate guy.
Good old King of Wands. Capricorn. Oh.
Yay.
Here's Miss Serious to like rein you back in. Like, would you fucking relax out there? Holy shit. But like, I can't take myself seriously right now. So it's like
Capricorn is not half
consequences.
as serious as people think. Oh no, I'll
Don't
tell
tell
people
them
all
my
day.
secrets.
I will tell those secrets.
Okay, but I was okay. Oh my god, I've been thinking about this a lot, all right? So, so Leo for Capricorn is the eighth house. So the eighth house, Capricorn has to kill Leo. Leo is fun. Capricorn has to kill fun. I'm like, oh my god.
Don't do it. Don't hate fun. Just like tone it down a little.
Anyway, that's one way to look at it. But the fifth house for Capricorn, okay, the fifth house for Capricorn is Taurus. So what Capricorn loves is like the arts and like classical arts and the I mean food and resources. Resources? No, yes, yeah. That's Taurus. Anyway, holy shit. Okay. If you're ready, you could go. Oh, I didn't talk about the astrology. So this is a second house full moon. All right. Serious. Be serious. So second house full moon. All right. So full moon in the second house. Eighth house being lit up by the sun. What kind of God? Okay. If you're not organized with your finances, get her done, because this full moon is going to reveal to you all of the ways where you're bleeding money right now. And Saturn is about to kick your ass. So this is a message to myself, by the way. I'm so sorry if you're a Capricorn and you do have your shit in order. Yeah. But if you do, I mean, great, good job. Keep doing that. The other thing about the second house is it's not just money, it's also like the things that we put in our mouth. So literally food or sustenance, and how we feel about those things, our self-worth. So Saturn has been making you do a lot of hard work in this area. And if ever there was a full moon to like do some kind of like fasting around, this would be an ideal one if you haven't already been on top of that. Straight up, just because Saturn will be like assisting with the restriction of things. Yeah, good old Saturn. I mean, there's positives to like, there's positives to that. So anyway, that's a few things, and a few things to keep in mind. And maybe this would be a great full moon to like really discover what the hard work that you've been putting in to your self-worth and your finances, and like changing things about um diet and things like that. This will reveal to you where that's paying off, right? That's the full moon, the culmination point. So anyway, that's what I gotta say. Don't be capricious. Yeah. Okay.
Wow.
Go ahead, buddy.
Did somebody say boob moon? Because
no way.
51. Thunder over thunder, the wakening. Thunder increases its roar and the earth shudders. It wakes us, terrorizes us, and at the same time, it excites us. It is the moment to be alert and prepared. Startling experiences should only be offset by serenity. These are violent and uncomfortable times. Calmness should be our weapon. Well, that's pretty straightforward.
Damn.
And to balance that out, we have the High Sage, which is the High Priestess. It is about getting things in order. I like that they have these two phases of the moon, beginnings and endings, beginnings and endings. Everything must be in order, because if you're not ready for the next thing, it's going to be really tough to stay in sync. So I like that. And also, like, keeping your eye on the inner flame. Focus. There's stability here, even though the focus is aimed upwards. You are the candle burning bright. So I like that. Like that, Capricorn. It's nice.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
You're talking about NASA and the moon.
Oh, because the moon is maybe not real.
I don't know. I think it's made of cheese. If I'm really honest with you.
Right? That's the only
Fucking
thing it
cheese,
could be
okay.
made of. Listen, the cosmic cow, it's got to be made of cheese.
Right. The other thing about the I Ching you just drew, the flashing of lightning crisis gives you the possibility of seeing the darkened landscape during the flashes of light. Ooh.
That's
Focus and
perfect.
calm required. That is perfect. I
With the
also
Mercury,
I really fucking love that with the specifically how that fits into the astrology too, because with the sun moving through the eighth house is a hidden house. So the sun moving in there, it's the brightest thing in the fucking sky. It's like an opportunity to look into that closet that you don't want to look into and clear it out.
I'm glad that the High Priestess came out about that because she's willing to look at those dark places. And if,
Fuck
I
yeah.
mean, we'll see this even in all the rituals we point out, you know, and things happening IRL, you know, in the circus. It's always a woman. It's always the feminine who's willing to be that in between light and dark. So you can have a guide and be that guide for yourself. It's your intuition that's going to get you there. That air quality.
Cody says that resonated and he got goosebumps.
Ooh, good.
Right? Yes. Victory. Capricorn, for you, I got this one flew out. Okay, it's the Queen of Pentacles. But she came out reversed. Like this. And then I got the Eight of Wands. And then I got the Seven of Cups. So with the Queen of Pentacles, especially in reverse, Capricorn, I'm going to be real with you. The Queen of Pentacles is a lovely energy, except for when she's trying to control every facet of something. The Queen of Pentacles is a beautiful energy, right? Being organized, being on point, having your finances in order, having your shared projects in order is great. But there may be aspects that you have to release control of, or conversely, pay a little bit more attention to, right? Especially when when any card really is coming out reversed, sometimes it's asking us to strengthen an aspect about that archetype, or sometimes it's pointing out a weakness that we need to pay attention to. Really? That'd be cool, actually. So just keep that in mind. With the Eight of Wands and the Seven of Cups, that's really interesting. So this is you firing messages off, right? They don't even need to be physical messages, right? Like we actually have telepathic links with people, whether we want to or not, right, guys? It's like, fuck. I didn't want to hear that. I didn't want to know about that, but here we are knowing about it. I guess just with that, it's like maybe you're gonna get some interesting news this week, you know, or maybe not. Water of Earth, sea goat, exactly 100%. Nice, Cody. I love that. But anyway, Eight of Wands. You're likely going to get some kind of message, some kind of insight this week that will let you know what specifically about the Queen of Pentacles needs to be corrected or changed or, whatever. And then you got the Seven of Cups here. So this is really interesting. Perhaps this has to do with whatever insight you're gleaning, whatever kind of communications you're having. don't get lost in illusions. Don't get lost in something that's not real when you have something real right there beside you. And I was just kind of curious about that 7 of Cups, and I looked at the bottom and we got the 8 of Cups on the bottom. So it seems to me like whatever it is, whatever kind of insights and messages are coming at you, and yeah, you're right, Andrea, coming real fast. It's going to help you see through what part of the illusion needs to be broken through and what you need to leave behind. And then there's 8 of Cups, there's you leaving it behind.
I think that's beautiful. It's like with the 7, it's like you can get so caught up in daydreams, and with the 8, it's daydreams about the past. That's why I'll tell people, like with shadow work, it's okay to be done. It's okay to be done. You don't have to think about it just because it comes onto your radar. You can say thank you and let it go. Ooh.
And I pull Urus, of course. This is the rune of strength. This is the ox. So this ties both into resources and making use of the resources in a responsible fashion, but it also ties into like not just physical resources, but your own energy as a resource. Are you using that responsibly? Do you have that under control? Or are you being controlled by outside forces because you don't have that under control? You know what I mean? Urus.
Perfect. Beautiful.
And furthermore,
Got things to
furthermore, one more thing on that. That kind of situation, right? Any kind of situation like that where you realize you're being drained, it's an opportunity really for you to heal something that is being pointed out by that situation coming up in the first place. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Excellent.
Sagittarius.
Sagittarius.
Swagitarius. Sage
Ooh.
guitarist.
I love that.
I love Sag. Oh, Sag. Okay, Sag. So this full moon is happening in your 3rd house. This is the house of communication. This is the house of communication, siblings, and short journey travels, skills, tools. That's 3rd house as well. Things that we do with our hands. So I like this because this 3rd and 9th axis, this is really it has a lot to do with putting ourselves out there, promoting ourselves, marketing ourselves, but also has a lot to do with our beliefs and the information that we gather that help us form those beliefs. The full moon conjunct Saturn might really actually highlight for you an area where maybe you've been restricting your access to certain kinds of information, and maybe you need to like release some of that restriction, or it could even be highlighting how you can break through that restriction in some ways. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with that. That sounds good. I like that.
Yeah, just a second.
Sagittarius. Every time I see Sagittarius, I think of Sanitarium by Metallica. Yep.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Okay. I hope that's not too loud. I didn't realize my mic was not turned down.
That's okay.
Like, just
it adds to the ambiance.
Right.
Actually, I'm digging where you have got yourself set up. Got like some stone wall going on, some cool framed pictures that we can't see, but that's okay. And
yeah,
I don't know. I'm
cool.
digging it.
Mountain
It's a cool
stuff.
place. Yeah, mountain stuff. Yeah. Sweet.
I'm about it. All right. Oh boy. Okay.
Uh-oh.
I like that tarot that came out. That's nice. Sweet. All right. So for your I Ching, thunder over heaven, 34. The power of enormity. Thunder jubilantly demands from the heavens to look up and celebrate that grand moment of unrestricted nature. That's very sad. It is the moment of ascent, strength, and its omens are favorable for reaching imaginable results. Care should be taken in the manner of what achieves one's goals without committing errors and showing disdain towards others. I like that. Imaginable results. That's your dreams, fool. Guess what came out with it? The King of Wands.
No way.
Wait, no, sorry, just kidding. Conqueror. This is the Conqueror of Wands. I got excited. Just like this card does. It gets excited. Oh, that's hard to see. I like that it's this snake, though. It's transformative. How do snakes even move? I don't know. But they move forward, like these arrows in any direction they want. With vigor. And that Conqueror. I like that. I like that it's the Conqueror from all your obstacles. Thunder over heaven.
The Conqueror instead of the Prince or
Knight.
the Knight
Mm-hmm.
word.
Yeah, I like the soldier imagery mirrored in here.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh, good.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit.
What happened?
I don't know. Just gonna roll with it. Sagittarius.
Okay.
So this is an interesting kind of storyline that played out here on these cards that I got. Okay. So we're coming into this week with this Four of Swords energy of deep contemplation and rest because you know what? Y'all been getting slaughtered out there. Let's be real, okay? Y'all been getting fucking slaughtered out there. The Four of Swords is asking you to fucking take a chill pill. Just relax a little bit, okay? The Four of Swords. What I love about the fours is it's the action necessary to bring something into reality. And when it comes to the Four of Swords specifically, the action that's necessary to take is for you to fucking rest. It's to chill. It is the best swords card in my opinion, I think. Well, yeah, anyway. It's just moving on. So I actually really like that. So Sagittarius, take some time for yourself to mentally chill, okay? Then the second card that comes in, so after you've relaxed a little bit and chilled out and kind of like, then this Prince of Cups comes in. And I mean, this could really just be you finally feeling refreshed and refueled after you've taken some time in nature, just as Rachel said, right? After you've taken that time, chilled out a little bit, now it's like, now I can offer my gifts to the world. Now I can actually do this. Then the artistic and the passionate juices start flowing again. That's beautiful. And then the King of Wands. So it's like, first you must still the mind, okay? Then you must allow the liquid to flow. It's interesting, right? Air, then water, then fire. Then the fire can be ignited. So that's kind of beautiful. So by the end of this week, you're stepping into more of a leadership position, right? You're stepping into more of a, yes, actually, I do know where my true north is. Yes, actually, I do know which way I'm going. Yes, actually, motherfuckers, this is the plan. And not only have I got a plan, but I'm passionate about it. And I'm ready to show you by leading by example. And the rune that I got for you, Sag, is Yara. This is interesting. Okay, number 12. It's in the middle. It's the very, well, it's not quite the center rune. It's right before 13. That's the center. So it's like, We're in the middle of the year. There's this wheel action happening. Yera is really, sometimes it's asking you to have patience and wait for the right timing of things, right? I like to bring it back to gardening. I like to bring it back to the earth. If you sow seeds at the wrong time, like say for example, it's going to rain, but not yet. If you sow seeds right before it rains, you don't have to water them yourself because nature does it for you, right? But if you sow the wrong seeds, like let's say you're trying to grow spinach in the middle of summer, I mean, good luck. Yera asks you to pay attention to the natural cycles and rhythms. Because if you are working with those, in tandem with those, if you're flowing with the peaks and the valleys, if you're allowing things to unfold in the way that they're meant to unfold, and you're not trying to force nature to do what you want it to, you're going to be rewarded by taking the right action at the right time. That's what Yera promises. So rest, my friends.
That, I love that for Sag with all this like fire energy and like also that it's, you know, thunder. It makes you be still, you know. And if you're going to have all this passionate fire, you do need a focused mind, because that's always like the one thing with the Conqueror of Wands. Everyone's like, oh, he's super passionate, but he can like get off course really easily. Like, oh, look at that. I can go do this, that, and the other thing. That's I can feel about all these passions. That's beautiful.
Totally. Scorpio. Ho, 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 Scorpio.
Every time we get to Scorpio.
Not sorry. All right, Scorpio. Let's go. I'm just writing my deck here real quick. All right, so Scorpio. This rune, this full moon is in your 4th house. So that's interesting. 4th house full moon. So something at home is being revealed to you, okay? So as Saturn's been going through your 4th house of home, this is one of the most hidden houses. It's where you root, okay? It's under the ground. It's buried. Your hidden desires, your deepest feelings are harbored here. Saturn, sometimes Saturn transiting through the 4th can, I mean, it's interesting how it plays out, really. It's like you sometimes feel like you need to create a way stronger foundation for yourself. And at the same time, you're like almost forced into working even harder to put those roots down. Sometimes Saturn can inspire like a desire to like literally root down. And like I said, build that foundation, but there's a lot of really unstable energy going on right now, Scorpio. So how's that going for you? This full moon is going to help show you where just a little bit more work needs to be done, or where that's pretty much it, where you need to do just a little bit more work to be complete, to be finished. And also keep in mind, like, Saturn delays things quite a lot. Okay, so if it feels like, hey, I have been working towards this really fucking hard and it's not happening, just, give it a little bit of time. Saturn, it's time. Okay. Give it a little bit of time. And just accept responsibility for whatever is coming up for you at home, wherever you can, right? Take accountability. That's what Saturn is asking you to do. And the full moon is going to show you where that needs to happen. So, word.
Wow. This looks beautiful, Scorpio. I'm not going to lie. You have heaven over heaven, which talks about creativity. It's the creative side. The capacity of election, the good path, a good period for all initiatives under the cosmic inspiration. The interior force guides the path of real desires. generosity, plenitude, and pleasure with the Six of Cups. What do you have time for? All these roses mean love. You have time for love in a safe place. Love is timeless. There's always time for it, for pleasure, for art, for creativity. Don't get caught up in the endings. Get caught up in the beginnings. I like that the
I love that.
clock says 2 and 10 on here, which is kind of fun. Of all the times, it's in motion. That's beautiful, Scorpio.
That is beautiful. Okay, Scorpio. There it is. Oh, interesting. Are you talking to Capricorn? Juicy. And the Seven of Wands. Interesting. Scandalous. Ooh. And the Magician. Okay. Okay. So, just shooting messages back and forth. Choo, 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 choo. Little darts across the room. What you guys talking about? That sextile between Scorpio and Capricorn. Capricorn gets... They're mischievous, okay? They're more mischievous than they'll let on, all right? Scorpio, what are you scheming, all right? What are you scheming? Let us know. Actually, never mind. You're never going to tell us, so scratch that. Whatever it is, it's really interesting how these came out, okay? Because we got the Seven of Wands, all right? And then, or sorry, the Eight of Wands, and then the Seven of Wands. So it's like you're shooting off arrows and messages, okay? But then also at the same time feeling the need to defend yourself from behind walls. Interesting. Scheme hatchery. How do you say that?
Scheme hatchery.
Okay. Scheme hatchery. Anyway, it's interesting. Okay, so it's like this is really crazy. Okay, you send off the message. That's the 8, and then boom, you're in the 7, and you have to defend yourself. Weird. Okay. Very interesting. Perhaps though there's this wall that you've put up that you actually need to take down, because maybe it's actually maybe it doesn't need to be there. The next card you get is the Magician, but the Magician is reversed. Okay, so here's the Magician, as above so below. This is a Mercury card. He's got all his tools, he's got all his implements, he's learning all the things, he's doing all the things. This is Mercury. This is how our mind operates. This is building confidence and skills. But again, it's reversed. So it's like you're stopping yourself and holding yourself back from saying what's really on your mind. What's really on your mind, Scorpio? You've put up this wall. Okay. You've put up this wall. And it's actually blocking you from the other half of that as above, so below, as below, so above equation. Okay. It's an equation. It's not just a one-sided thing. It's a two-sided thing. It's a this and this and this and this. So there's some defensiveness or some kind of shield that's like probably got to come down. But I mean, you're Scorpio, so you can stay mysterious if you want. I mean, you do you, okay? I'm not going to tell you what to do, but I mean, oh, on the bottom is the Nine of Swords. So maybe you should do what I say.
Being aloof only works as a defense mechanism for so long.
That sucks. That sucks.
That sucks.
That sucks. It's okay to talk about a Scorpio. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, you gotta let it air out.
God.
Oh, nice.
And then I pull Issa. Okay, so Issa. Issa is ice, is solidification. It's a very isolated rune, right? There's so many ways to interpret this motherfucking rune. Okay. Sometimes this can be asking for you to focus and solidify your intentions, right? Like ice. Sometimes it can be warning you about being blinded by the beauty of ice. Like I don't know, I know we have a lot of like American and even viewers from other places, but where I live, okay, where I live and where the locality where the runes originated, ice is a terrible force, a destructive force. It can be really savage. It can be really, really savage. And sometimes being in that iciness can be protective. It can be helpful, especially if, you know, you feel like you're being influenced too much by other people. It can be really, really helpful to like imagine like crystals or glass or shields, force fields around you and that kind of thing. But sometimes that cutting yourself off from everybody else can be extremely detrimental too. So that's what I would say about that. Do you have anything to add about ice, about Issa?
No, I think that's really good. I think it's good. Like, you're right. There are so many ways to interpret ice. I do like that you brought that up, like being icy, like being icy cold. And yes. Yeah, I was just about to say, like, maybe you need to let yourself melt a little, you know, because that's going to water everything that you want to grow. It's going to bring life. Yes. Yes.
Jenny, you're the best.
I love that. I love that. Yeah, skate on it. Have fun with it. You don't trust ice, right? Because it's unpredictable. You could slip, you could fall, it sucks to fall on ice. Like, I've done it. It sucks.
Yeah.
It could
Not
break.
fun.
And there's nothing wrong with it breaking if you're prepared to swim in that cold water. You know, do some Wim Hof. You'll be fine.
Yeah.
And I think one of my favorite interpretations of Issa is the present moment. You know, you're not looking forward, you're not looking back, you're only focused on now. And it's so much easier to melt if you can and let go all of those swords. You know, those are all things that you know about. You know, let go of that anxiety, because man, there's such a good meme about that with like Galadriel. It's like, what are you stressed about? Things that are, things that were, and some things that have not yet come to pass. I'm like, that's so perfect. Because that's the truth, right? So it's just about being in the present moment and not allowing that stuff to distract you. You can't handle ice if it's distracting you.
I referenced her earlier today.
Did you really?
Yeah.
I've been thinking about that meme today.
I didn't reference that meme specifically, but I was talking to Balderson about homunculi
I saw that.
in the spiders chat. Yeah. Anyway.
That was a good one. That's a good one. I like it.
Just reading the chat real quick.
Yeah.
Word. Okay. Libra. 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 Okay, Libra. So Aquarius. The Aquarius full moon is your 5th house. All right. So full moon in the 5th house, okay. We are talking about themes of thank you for letting me know. I appreciate that. I pronounced your name right. Yeah. Okay, so Libra. Aquarius, the full moon in Aquarius. This is your fifth house. The fifth house rules things like creativity, self-expression, joy, fun, games. The fifth house can also be another kind of study. So this is not a house association that comes up a lot in Western astrology, but it's well known in Jyotish. The fifth house is the study of ancient things, like old manuscripts, or it can also be like post-secondary education. So there's a lot of ways that this can play out, but one of the ways that I see potentially playing out is this full moon is really showing you, like, number one, Saturn moving through your fifth house sucks. So this is showing you where you need to put in a little bit more effort into whether it's your relationship with children or your relationship with your like with your artistic projects. That's really interesting. Or your hobbies. That's really interesting to think of Saturn in the fifth, because it's like this is supposed to be a fun house, but you have Aquarius here. So that's very fascinating. So it's like Libra loves group activities, has a lot of fun in group activities. Aquarius is groups, fifth house, hobbies with groups. Interesting. Saturn is making you work harder here, though. The full moon in Saturn. Here's my question for you. This Leo Aquarius opposition, with Leo being the 11th house of long-term hopes and dreams and wishes, the question here is, are you are you able to balance those two things, your long-term goals and dreams and wishes and your longer term desires, with the group activities that you've been partaking in? Do they balance each other out? Do they complement each other? Or do you need to pay a little bit more attention to your like short-term stuff? Or do you need to pay more attention to your long-term stuff? That's the nature of oppositions, is sometimes it just highlights where things are out of balance and where we need to bring things back into balance. So that's kind of just one of the good guy sides. Chance. I swear to God.
Chance is the best in the chat.
So anyway, this 11th and 5th house opposition that's playing out for you. I'm glad I'm right on the money, because word. Yes, thank you. So yeah, anyway, these oppositions, they help highlight where, where we need to like buckle up and correct things. I would also be really, really curious. Again, this helps me get even better, but it also helps you get better. What did you start on the Aquarius new moon as far as hobbies are concerned, or as far as like new hobbies or new art projects, or even like something relating to children? Did you start anything around the Aquarius new moon that's like coming to fruition now? Let me know in the chat, because I want to know.
No, I love that. Yeah, check back. I love doing stuff like that. I don't know how many people remember to do it, unless they're learning astrology and that's something that you do.
Unless they're a fucking nerd like me. I'm like, I've got journals.
Yeah, it helps. It helps so much with your manifestation and with your self-realization. It's really important. It's really important. So you can see your own growth.
Surprised. Did they get pregnant around the Aquarius new moon? Because that'd be fucking hilarious.
Oh,
Dude, I love that you guys are crafting right now. Stacy and Chance, Logan, who else is doing crafts and like creative stuff right now? That's beautiful. Fucking love you guys. You guys are the best. Anyway, if you're ready, I'm done with the astrology.
I mean, it's like half grim.
That's awesome. Sorry, I gotta.
Oh, no.
I revisited an old hobby, which is coloring and organizing my antique books.
I love that.
That's cool as fuck.
Saturn in the fifth.
I love that.
Like, Saturn in the fifth sounded super serious. Like, I looked it up not too long ago, and it wasn't Jyotish. It was like, this is like one of the hardest aspects. It's people born with this are so boring. It's like, No, not really.
Sorry, which aspect was that?
That was the Saturn in the fifth.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. No, it's
Yeah.
not that they're boring. It's not that they're boring. It's just
Studying is going
maybe
to be fun.
they would find like, I don't know. Okay, this is my hypothesis, and now I need to find a bunch of people with Saturn in the fifth to confirm it or not for me. But my hypothesis would be that they would find things that have like structure
Mm.
fun, or like organizing things is fun.
And
Or
with people,
like, yeah, yeah. Anyway,
group projects, which completion, you know,
yo,
what did you complete? You were just asking that. What did you start that you've come to see, come to see to fruition? That's a good way to start with this. Like, okay, so just for some of the symbols, the wings are like fast movement, they're spirit. You have the Ouroboros. This is in this deck a lot, it's kind of based on that, is that transformation. I like that, the snake is biting its tail right at this point of the wand. It's that moment between nothing and something that's creative, with all these like little victory leaves around here.
dude,
Making
facts.
a rune. What rune is that? Ingus. Portal
Yeah, I was gonna
to
say it looks like the seed.
the new world. Yeah. I didn't notice this at first, but on the holographic cards, you can see these two. They're not really pillars. It's more like passing through a gate. That your completion takes you somewhere new. Right? So here's 36. 36 is a little serious. It's land over fire. Light goes out. The sun hides from view in the distance. Dim light shows nature with its different shades of light. All is contemplated from a different perspective. One has to follow the path in spite of the darkness falling over us. Moral strength should be preserved while confronting the difficulties so as to calmly follow the route in the midst of calamity and conflict. Everything that you love, all your studies, all your hobbies, all of that supports you. And that's one of the most difficult lessons to learn, is that you're given these gifts and these beautiful fun things to support you. That's a lesson that I've had to sit in very seriously. If God made me to do this, then there's a plan for me to prosper with it. So take yourself seriously in a good way. It's like, wow, I love doing this, and I'm going to keep loving to do it, I think that's cool. I think that's really cool. Like, definitely buckle down and continue, but enjoy it. Enjoy that you're like that too. Because I think there's been, I don't know, just atmospheres of whatever, putting that down. You're not obsessed with the things that people are obsessed with. Can you name all the Kardashians? Do you know what state you live in? Do you know how many continents there are? Like, your knowledge and your wisdom and your creativity propel you forward. And it's so beautiful. And it allows you to build things with others that most people who aren't plugged in dream about building. They just dream about it, but they don't know how to do it. So the things you love empower you to build with others, because that's how things happen.
That's cool. I like that.
Yeah.
Okay, Libra. Gotta get the eyebrow going here. Libra. Libra? The fuck? Okay, so for you, my friends, I'm gonna try and keep to doing this. Okay, so for you, Libra, I got the Lovers. Okay. Interesting. But before I interpret that, let's look at the rest of the cards, okay? Because we also have the Five of Wands, all right, and the Eight of Swords. So here's the thing about the Lovers, okay? The Lovers is not always about coming together with somebody. In fact, it's usually about the fact that we mirror people, and it's not often actually about coming together. It's usually about just recognizing the fact that there is mirroring happening between you and another person. In most decks, the angel's splitting the lovers apart. Okay, they're going on their own journey. And then we got this Five of Wands here, right? So inherent in a split, inherent in the two is the opposition. Inherent in that is the tension. This is what the Five of Wands is highlighting. The Five of Wands. Sometimes it's just like little ego battles playing out. Sometimes it's not like a super serious thing. It can be. I mean, it can definitely turn really serious really fast. But I mean, this is boys, right? This is boys. There's a fucking rooster there. It's literally a cockfight. But like, so like it's not really that serious. It doesn't need to be serious. Unless you make it serious. And here's the Eight of Swords. So the Eight of Swords with the Five of Wands, it's almost like you're holding yourself back or trying to hold yourself back from saying something or doing something that you might maybe regret. So be cautious about that, especially if you're dealing with children, right? We're talking about a full moon in the 5th house with Saturn there. That can sometimes, one of the things that can play out as is issues dealing with children, needing to really grow up around the whole concept of caring for another human being. It's a big responsibility, right? You as the adult, if this is what's going on for you, obviously, you as the adult are responsible for this other soul's development. And that's a big task. So be honest with that other soul, right? Tell them the truth. Don't hold back information that's really necessary. But also make sure that you're delivering it in such a way that is appropriate for their level of understanding, right? So anyway, that's what I'm picking up with that.
I like that.
I didn't pull a rune yet. Okay, that's a lot of fucking runes, you guys. Like half of them come out like, whoa. All right, I'll pull one out. Wow. Okay, you got Nothes. Number 10. So Nothes, this is about the necessity of desire, the necessity of difficulty. When difficult situations come up, right? That is when we actually are inspired to act in the best ways possible. That is when the most beautiful and ingenious creativity comes forth, when we are put under pressure, when we are put into a situation where it's like, wow, this is really shitty. Thanks, Saturn. Boom. That's when we have our best ideas, or our true nature really shines, right? We would have never decided that we needed to make fire if we weren't cold. Okay. Nothes.
I love it. That's a great rune.
It is a great rune. People shy away from it, but it's really important.
Oh, that's too bad. Yeah.
Right? That's kind of why I was like, I need to talk about the second card and the third card before we really, or at least look at them before we talk about the Lover's card. Because, yeah. Right. And I mean, yeah. Never mind. I could go on forever about the Lover's card. Libra. Virgo. Okay. Just going back and rereading the chat. Yeah, that was kind of intense. Sorry. I do that sometimes. Rachel does that sometimes.
Yeah, when it's intense, it's intense. Sometimes it be like that.
Just like camping, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Sorry about that tornado.
That was so crazy.
What a crazy experience. Oh my gosh.
Dude.
I can only imagine.
I'm gonna have to send you pictures or post the pictures from like where it actually touched down. Like, oh my god, I don't live in a I don't live in Kansas. Okay, I don't live in a place that experiences that on a regular basis. So it was really weird.
Yeah.
It was
It's weird
very Uranus and Taurus. Okay, I was like, I was expecting something, but shit.
not that. You're like, I'm not Dorothy.
Seriously, except I was like, fuck.
No kidding. Oh my gosh.
Yep. And dude, Mario, right? It's so fucking Gemini. It's like, would you just decide on one, please? No. No.
What? Totally.
Oh shit. So let's it was Charolai, right? Charolai. Jenny. Always both. Oh man. I already shuffled it. I can't give you the other interpretation. Okay, anyway, Virgo, Mercury's back home. Hey, that's cool. That's really cool. So if you are a Virgo rising, okay, if you are a Virgo rising, that means that your steersman or chart ruler, steersman is an old way that Charlet. Oh shit, I had it right before. Fuck, sorry. Thanks, buddy. Charlet. Okay, sorry. Anyway, Virgo, if you're a Virgo rising, your chart ruler's back home in your first house. Woohoo, party. That's like finally coming back home to your house after being on quite the journey. And now you got to put everything back in order. You got to like literally Virgo, you got to clean everything because the cat knocked some shit down, right? Whoever you had watching the house is kind of like mess some shit up, so you got to like fix it all. Then you got to like mow the lawn, and like, things are a little bit wild and like kind of crazy out there. You got to like fix your altar, right? Refresh the things on the altar. You gotta like make it all nice and perfect. Very Virgo. But this is a great opportunity to do exactly that, right? So I like that. But anyway, sorry. Full moon. the full moon for you, Virgo. Aquarius is your 6th house. So this is the house of health and pets and your daily habits. And with Saturn here, that means that you've been working really, really hard towards, Saturn will make you try to improve anything basically by throwing obstacles and interesting things in your way, delays, obstacles, etc., in the area of health or in the area of your pets or your daily habits, your service. So the full moon here in the 6th house is really just going to highlight for you where you need to take a break, where you need to like chill out a little bit. One thing about Saturn that is really important that I actually don't talk about very often, but is important, is that Saturn is saying no. Saturn is saying no. That's a boundary, saying no. Right. And sometimes you need to say no to things in order to be able to say yes to what you really want. Right. And I may have talked about this with Virgo last week, but I still feel like it's an important message, especially with the full moon coming up. So with the full moon, this is going to show you where you need to not like protect your energy, but where it might help you to say no to a few things so that you have a little bit more time to yourself, right? Because the sun in Leo, this is your 12th house, right? So It is totally normal, by the way, especially if you are a Virgo sun or you're a Virgo rising, when the sun is in your 12th house, right, like it is right now in Leo, to feel a little bit more tired, to feel a little bit more like you need more time to yourself. So Saturn in the 6th is really, really, really encouraging you to take that time so that Saturn time, take that time. Haha, hilarious. To take that time so that you can actually attend to your mental and your physical health, right? And yeah, the full moon is going to show you where you need to do that and why you need to do that.
Yeah. That's what I was asking about with this tarot. So these are cool. 31 looks like coming home. And some of that description is exactly what you were saying, so I have to read it. Opposites are attracted. This is lake over mountain, the entourage, the influx. The mountaintop is crowded by the calm waters of the lake. An immutable calm is felt at the summit. Oh, it's nice to be home, right? It's nice to feel like it's like things are familiar. Opposites are attracted and together provide equilibrium. Mercury much? They compensate each other and they group together and come to an understanding, a moment of harmony with the opposing side. I mean, you have this like row of what looks like soldiers. Or just, I don't know, people. Actually, this is more like a funeral, honestly. Bringing back those that are precious to you, those that you love, those things about yourself that you love. Coming to rest. What does this moon have for you? It's the Two of Wands. I like that there's a full moon in this picture. The Two of Wands is usually like research. It's usually understanding that you have fullness, the fullness of the world in your hands and making decisions on what to do with it. That's so Virgo, right? This is your world. And how will you beautify it? How will you purify it, High Priestess? How will you bring your medicine to yourself and to others in service? I always love that Virgo is right after Leo. Because now that you know what you are, you figure out how to serve.
Yes.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. Okay. Right as you were saying the words High Priestess, I pulled the moon.
Ooh.
Speaking of High Priestess. So let me get me up here. Okay. So we got the moon. All right. Great mystery. Interesting. You know, the 6th house is considered a hidden house as well. Sometimes we don't really pay attention to we don't pay attention to it. We really don't until something comes up and it's like, oh shit, I wasn't watching there. Fuck. It's so routine, right? It's so routine. It's so repetitive that we often go on autopilot. So the full moon here, I hope, is going to reveal to you where you've been on autopilot, right? The other cards that we got as well. Oh, that's so cute. That's sweet. Isn't she a Virgo? Virgo. Okay, anyway. So the other two cards that I got are the 5 of Pentacles, all right, and the 3 of Cups, but reversed. So interesting. With the 5 of Pentacles, okay, sometimes this is talking about a feeling of lack or a feeling of just not having enough. But it's almost like she's willingly ignoring it, right? She's covering her eyes. If I can't see it, it's not there. So I would ask you, and I mean, if I can't see it, it's not there. And then you got the moon card, right? So the secrets. Yeah, things being hidden. So I would ask, because I really Mario, I fucking love that. It's so genius. So I would ask, is there something holding you back? Some fear you have maybe that is stopping you from seeing the value around you, to stop you from feeling the gratitude for what you have that's already right there, right in front of you, that you're just ignoring right now because it's there. And then you got the Three of Cups reversed. So that's interesting to me. The Three of Cups is usually like a celebration with friends and enjoying, yourself with your community, but it's reversed. So it's like, I don't know, it could be like you're stopping yourself from even enjoying yourself right now for some reason. Virgo, why? Why, Virgo, why? I get the sense that there's like just an insane amount of worry, okay? An insane amount of worry that is not even, I mean, what were we just saying? We were just talking about being in the now rather than looking into the future or being stuck in the past. Virgo, you have a very powerful mind, okay? You're fucking Virgo. You're ruled by Mercury, okay? The planet that rules the mind. You have a very powerful mind. So it's very important for you, Virgo, to make sure that you are focusing only on what it is that you're trying to build for yourself. Focus only on this present moment right now so that you're not getting lost in the weeds and holding yourself back from enjoying things that you could be enjoying right now. And the rune that I pulled for you is Pisces. This is Thor's hammer, okay? Mjolnir. Interesting. Mjolnir was crafted and Thor was created in order to fight the forces of the unconscious, the giants, the ice giants. A sufficiently powerful force that was equal to the ice giants needed to be created in order to combat them. This rune, to me anyway, is about this polarity play between conscious and unconscious. And it is about smashing through the illusions of the unconscious, right? Battling the forces of darkness that are really just your own shadow or your own fears or your own doubts, right? So use the energy of Thurisaz this week to take those fears, take those doubts, take those worries, and fucking smash them. Throw them away. Get rid of them in some fashion. You can even actually, Virgo, this would be fucking beautiful advice. You can even make a ritual out of it. Okay. So one way that I like to do it is I'll write it down on a piece of paper and I'll burn that piece of paper. And just creating a ceremony and a ritual around this helps us. Literally, we actually need ceremony and ritual in our lives for a healthy fucking brain functioning. So that's what I would recommend to you, Virgo. Write down some of your fears, write down some of the things that are holding you back, write down some of this stuckness, whatever it is that's keeping you stuck. Put it on paper and then burn it, sacrifice it. Do something like that, and that will really help you move past it energetically as well as literally physically. Word.
I love that. Perfect and spot on.
Word. To your mother. Just kidding.
Say hi to your mom.
I'm glad, Chris. I'm glad. So I was doing some Leo. Oh fuck, perfect timing to talk about this. Leo, my 8th house. So I found a whole bunch of my tax related papers from when I began working. So way longer. I've had them way longer than you need to. You need to keep 7 years, 6 plus the current year. I do not need these papers at all. They are really old. They can fucking go away anytime now. But I thought it was really interesting because I'm looking at them and I'm looking through them, and I actually discovered a few things that's kind of cool that I've like made some notes of for like looking at timing techniques with astrology when I get like really nerdy with the timing techniques later, because that's gonna happen. But anyway, so I made some notes. Now that I've got like a record of what exactly I found, now I can go and burn them, especially since I know I've been vocal about having serious moral issues around the subject of taxes in general. And this is relevant to Leo, not to Leo themselves. It's not relevant to you guys, sorry, but it's relevant to me as a Capricorn. Because Leo's my 8th house. Anyway, so just kind of funny. Just kind of funny. The things that happen that you uncover that go along with the transits, like it's fucking mind-blowing. Oh, of course the sun moved into Leo, and then I found a bunch of tax papers that I need to deal with. Of course. It's funny. But yeah, it's fucking funny. Anyway, Leo, sorry. enough about me. Leo. So this is your 7th house, Leo. Full moon in the 7th. Interesting. So you guys know, if you've listened to me talk, the 7th house is like partnerships, one-on-one partnerships, contracts, open enemies. Ooh, dun dun dun. Leo, you are the main character. Okay? We need you right now. All right? This Sun in Leo opposite Saturn business, we fucking need you, brah. Okay? You need to be a leader. Whatever group dynamic you're facing off against, whatever group dynamic you are embroiled in, you need to be the leader. I mean, everybody has to be a leader in their own way, and we will have the opportunities to do so. But as the Leo, as the one carrying the mantle of Sun and Leo, or Leo rising, or whatever the fuck, we need you to lead the way, okay? Also, shout out to the peace dealer who would probably say right now, protect Leo at all costs because Saturn's coming for you. Dun dun dun. But for real, okay? You see my war paint here? I was kind of like channeling like shaman, priestess, mage or something. I don't know what I was doing, but anyway, that's good. But you see this? I'm serious, okay? I'm so fucking serious. This is really important, this full moon, okay? I mean, not to like overhype it, but I'm gonna overhype it a little bit, okay? Leo, this is real, okay? Astrology is real. Good luck. Good luck out there. I believe in you. Reach out for help if you need it. There's a whole cast of side characters ready to help. Yep. Fucking Leo. I love you guys. Yeah. I think you're muted, my friend.
Whoops. Sorry. This is really good for you. I like this. 28 is Lake Over Wind, and this is about restraint. It is your show. Spotlight is on you, but don't go crazy. Like, there are so many ways that you can show restraint. Not cutting too deeply. You know, I think, oh my God, I just thought of Firefly. If anyone's watched that, Mal gets into
fucking love Firefly.
Fight. Yeah, right? He gets into that sword fight, and he's supposed to, like, kill the opponent, but he's like, I'm better than that. So he just kind of pokes him a little bit.
But it's Mal.
Yeah, it's Mal. So I love that moment. That's restraint. You're not going to stoop to somebody else's level here. Okay? That's not what you're given power for. You're only stooping down to pick the power up. That's the only reason you should ever do that. Which is nice with the Four of Wands. What you're doing is collaboration. There's luck with that wishbone. There's a little coin in there for prosperity. What's my favorite thing? Love and luck. Your creativity is good for the body. All these little crystals have to do with the material body. Taking care of yourself, Leo. Allowing your creativity and your fire to take care of yourself and for others. I like the depiction in the Santa Muerte because it's also It's like a woman at a stand full of things that she's selling. This is about your community. This is about support. And that support comes from within. The prosperity and the luck comes from within. So take care of yourself while you're in this spotlight. That's part of that restraint too, is don't overdo it with your fire and your passion. Is being patient, employing that wisdom as you step into your role, as you deepen into it, because chances are you already know how it goes. It's just about improving. So that's what I got.
Badass. I like that. What's up, James Maiden?
Hey.
Jim in the house. Also, Benjamin, I got you. You will be first, my friend. Word. Okay, Leo. Leo. We got the fucking Ace of Swords, Leo.
Ooh.
You know what time it is. Deliver that truth. Stand in the truth. Be authentic. Okay. That's all you got to do. Just be authentic. You know, it's not that hard. You know, just be authentic. And you know what? Lead the way with beauty and artistry and fun, like I know you will. Just top hopping, you know, doing your thing. Love it. Delivering truth with like a sprinkling of fairy dust, like, you can use some light. You can use some light. You can use some light. Just like instead of salt, just sunlight. Just yes.
Man, it pisses people off when you shine that light like that.
It does.
You know?
Capricorn.
They're like, oh, I'm trying to get a reaction out of you, and you're like, love. Like, oh, dang it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But there's always a but. Sorry. We do have the 7 of Cups. So 7 of Cups. What are you getting stuck over? It's almost like there's so many options for which top you can hop to next. It's like you can't decide. Leo. So I don't know what's up with that. All right. I feel like you come into this week, okay, feeling kind of like on top of the world. You already know what the fuck is up. You already know what you need to say, what you need to do. And you're delivering that truth and that light to people, which is beautiful. It's fabulous. Keep doing exactly that. All right. Prince of Cups is kind of like middle of the week energy. As you are getting the creative juices flowing, as you are really like having fun, doing your thing, being fucking Leo. I think it's important to stay focused so that you don't get lost in the weeds. And kind of like channel that creative energy in the most efficient ways you possibly can into like one project at a time. If you're doing too many projects all at once, they're gonna suffer, right? So pick just one to focus on. That's what I would say about that. And with that said, I didn't pick a rune yet, so I gotta do that. You'll never stop me. I just pictured that. Whatever chance. I've heard you're a giant. Okay, so
Oh, yeah,
only you can be the best you. Yes, Stacy, that was a great little video. And you know what? I love that you posted that today because yeah, there've been a lot of little things that have come up today that have just highlighted that Leo energy in just the most beautiful way. Just the most beautiful way. If I were more new agey, I would have said it's the Lion's Gate, but I'm not. So don't get me started on that. Kenas is the rune that you got. This is the torch. Literally, it's so fucking Leo. This is about creativity, the ability, right? Aptitude. Literally. Literally, it's such a Leo energy. It is the will to create, the will to shine, right? It's the fucking torch. What are you illuminating for us, Leo? Saturn's gonna have something to say about it, but like, show us the way anyway. Just be careful not to get burned. That's all, you know. So you just got to be. Oh my god, I think I say the word. Okay, if I were to create a drinking game for my show, I would get you to take a shot every time I said the word responsible.
The most Capricorn thing you could say. That would be excellent.
But here's the thing about Leo, okay? It's fixed fire, all right? With Aries, okay, this is the initial rush of the flame. Sometimes you could say it's the spark. Sure, you could say it's the initial spark. You could also say, like, Aries is so impulsive and so excited that they'll just burn everything. Same with Sag. They might do that too, just but for fun. With Leo, it's fixed fire. You have to keep the flame going. So if you throw in all of the wood, it's going to get really hot and you're going to burn through your wood really fucking fast. And then you're not going to have any flame tomorrow. Okay. It's about Saturn in your 7th house, Leo, is teaching you about how to sustain that flame for a long time. How do you do that? You can't build it really, really high. You have to contain it. So anyway, that's the torch. Should drink responsibly.
We only do kombucha shots here.
Yep.
Balderson's new brand.
Hey.
Oh, you didn't see that? Look in the spiders chat.
Right now?
Well, not right now, but later.
Okay, I will go down a rabbit hole if I do that. Not recommend.
Yeah.
Would not recommend. Would not recommend. Oh, the You Betcha kombucha. The You Betcha kombucha. That's genius. I already commented on that because Jenny is a marketing genius. Jenny is a marketing genius.
Better happen.
Right? Yeah, I would do it. Just like legs and her kvass, or however the fuck you pronounce that word. Yeah.
Kvass? I want some.
Yeah.
So good.
Oh, right. I forgot to bring you back in. Hey. Oh, wrong way.
That's all right.
Hey, there we go. Okay. Buttons.
The sheets are going.
That's fine. It's not that bad. Okay. No, Stacy, I don't need a reason to burn it to the ground because I am Pluto and fucking Scorpio. We hate everything. Yep. Okay. Cancer. All right. So Cancer. Aquarius is your 8th house. Yes, Aquarius is your 8th house. Tripped me out for a second. So anyway. Shared projects. Full moon in the 8th house. Shared projects. Resources that you do not have control over. Spouse's resources. Death. Inheritance. Interesting. One kind of like mundane, everyday, like exoteric way that a full moon in the 8th house could play out is like, especially with Saturn there, is just like receiving some kind of inheritance and then deciding what to do with it in a responsible way, with Saturn being the key word there, right? Responsible. And of course that'd be 2 shots right there, you know what I mean? Yeah. But anyway. So yeah, that's just one possibility. But really on like an internal psychological esoteric level, a full moon in the 8th house is really just highlighting for you what you've been keeping in the closet and what really needs to be dealt with. Like the 8th house is not a fun place to be. It's not a enjoyable place to look into, right? I'd take an inheritance. Fair enough. Fair enough. But you know, it's often in the 8th house, like, okay, in order for us to really reach the heights of the 9th and the 10th house, where we're really like expanding in our philosophy and our higher education, and then we're really reaching our peak in our career and stuff, we have to deal with the 8th house. It's not fun, but it's necessary. So this full moon is going to show you some area specifically that has to do with inheritance or shared responsibilities or shared values or shared projects, where you need to either put in just a little bit more work, or alternatively, these it could even be a situation that's coming up with your in-laws, right? Your spouse's family. um oh, 8th house, you're so fun. uh, that could be the group dynamic actually that you're facing off with, where you have your own set of personal values. Leo, 2nd house with the sun there, you've got your own values, your own things that you're trying to take care of, and this full moon in the 8th house is like, yeah, but here's the group's goals. Do they align? Can you balance them out? Is there like pressure? Saturn, is there pressure from like your in-laws or from like your something going on your spouse's side, where it's like, yeah, that's a lot of pressure and I don't really want to like bow to that pressure because I've got my own thing going on over here. That's one of the ways that can play out. Yes, Gabe is getting absinthe for his birthday. Anyway, so yeah, Cancer, that's the astrology for you, this 8th house stuff. It's interesting. And I mean, I said the words like spouses stuff a lot, but it doesn't have to be your spouse's stuff that's playing out. It's any kind of shared group resource collaboration thing that you don't necessarily have control over. So that's 8th house. Full moon, Saturn,
This
Aquarius.
is very 8th house. This is very 8th house. I mean,
I'm into it.
look at that.
Wow.
Right? This is evolution. This is wind over thunder. Those two things work together. So it's very much about seeing what's on the outside. If the exterior is terrifying or awful, then it's a reflection of the interior. You might need to cut that shit out. Queen of Swords. She's mistress of transformation. It says Sovereign of Swords here. I love that. Look at the crown has roses with this butterfly. It's out of love, these wings. This is spirit-led. It's not just intellect. She's the most ether, the most etheric. And she doesn't cut things out of spite unless she's, reversed. Which, be careful with this transformation. That's why you must look inside, to make sure that what you're removing from yourself to receive, right? You have to be open to receive. You're cutting those blocks out. Understand what they truly are. My favorite view of the Sovereign of Swords is the Lady of the Lake, or someone who's knighting in the traditional tarot. That's what she's doing. She's beckoning you forth to step you into your next role. That's what this guy does, right? That's the whole point of those types of rituals. You must face your fears. If you have any fears about receiving anything, get it out. In whatever sense, whether that is, an inheritance, whether that's love, whether that's healing and health, because sometimes our detriments become our identity, and that has to be let go too. You can't say my anxiety, my injury. Stop owning it. It's not yours. It's something that's occurring. And what's occurring is a lot of transformation. If you choose to take it, if you choose to step into that fear. So yeah, Cancer.
I love that. That's really beautiful. It also ties in really nicely with the cards that I got for Cancer.
Nice.
Oh, love that shit. Oh no, the yawns are hitting. Shit, you guys. So Cancer. The Two of Swords. All right. Two of Swords says that, well, number one, she's fucking blindfolded. Like I'm saying, the 8th house is a hidden house. It's not easy to see in there, and it's kind of scary. And I mean, this forest doesn't look very nice either. It's not, there's no leaves. I don't see any birds. It's kind of like, no matter which path I choose, it kind of sucks. But that's the thing about the Two of Swords is you can't rely on just your mental logic and reasoning. Sometimes you have to just do it, even if it's scary, or do it if your intuition is leading you down one particular path, but your mind is like, well, I don't know about that. What about this? What about this? What about this? You'll find a billion gajillion a gajillion excuses to not do the thing. But if spirit is leading the way, you must follow. And here's the thing. Down that path, there's the 10 of fucking Pentacles. That's cool. So just as Rachel's talking about, like, what was it that you said, Rachel, about sometimes receiving? Sometimes there's blockages in receiving.
Mm-hmm.
And the 10 of Pentacles comes out. There's a gift here. There's a gift in your shadow. There's something waiting for you once you make the decision to go down the difficult path. And the Four of Cups also came out. Sometimes I feel like this card is talking about when we are stuck in our comfort zone, we get a little bit complacent and we stop pushing ourselves. So now spirit is at your door being like, okay, well, now you have a choice. Now you gotta choose a path. You gotta go away, a certain way anyway, but a certain way anyway. Yep, I'm sticking with that. It's a great sentence. Love it. So just remember that there's gold at the end of this path, whether it's figurative, whether it's literal. I don't know. I mean, 8th house inheritance? Question mark? I don't know. But regardless, the 8th house gifts show up when we face our fears and when we conquer them.
Yeah.
The rune.
No, go ahead.
Fucking gifts, Gebo.
Yes.
What the shit? What the shit? Wow. Check out that. Check that shit out. Okay. Gebo, number 7, the gift, is literally talking about hospitality and synchronistic exchanges that are very weird in nature, and not WEIRD, WYRD, okay? The fates. Fun! There's gifts here. But you have to do the hard thing first. Face your fears, reap the benefits. Fact. You got this, Cancer. Yeah.
Yeah, I like it.
Yes, exactly. Sometimes that inheritance is spiritual, 100%. I mean, that's why the 8th house holds occult secrets. It's not always a physical thing.
Right.
Even though the 10 of Pentacles is like Pentacles is supposed to be a physical thing. Well,
sometimes that's health.
Oh, yes. Very, very good point. Very good point.
Like you're meant to be in good health. And sometimes it's those like familial, I don't want to say curses, but you know, those things.
Intergenerational traumas.
There you go. Yeah. Ancestral trauma. Intergenerational.
Yeah.
That sounds nice.
Yeah. Words I picked up from going to therapy.
Right.
Yep.
Ooh.
Gemini. By the way, Mario, if you ever want to come back on, you let me know, okay?
Ooh, what was that?
All right. Exactly. Releasing all the stuff our ancestors couldn't. Yes. Healing now heals them and the future generations. Time is not linear.
Boom. Boom,
Facts. Facts. All right, Gemini.
Gemini.
Oh, Aquarius is your 9th house. Interesting. Okay. So full moon in the 9th house, Gemini. All right. So 9th house has to do with publications. It has to do with putting yourself out there. It has to do with beliefs. It has to do with your higher education, especially as it pertains to like spiritual or religious pursuits, philosophy. That's the 9th house. A full moon in the 9th house with Saturn. This is, oh man. Okay, Gemini, I'm going to talk about this opposition for you. All right. I know you like the two sides of stuff, and I see 22 in the chat. So we're going to talk about both sides of this opposition. Okay. So with Leo being in your 3rd house specifically, you are learning lots of new things. Maybe even taking in new information. And the information that you're taking in and the way that you're speaking to people. Oh man, Leo is the 3rd house for Gemini. That's fire. I mean, literally, but like that's fire. Can you imagine? Oh, that's why Gemini's so fun. Okay. Their speech, 3rd house, is Leo in nature. Wow, that's literally fun. That's why, oh my God, that's why I love Gemini so much. Beautiful. Anyway, sorry. Nerding out. So 3rd house, Leo, fun. That's the information that you're taking in. That's your speech. That's your marketing genius, really. Best way to market with fun. Yeah, Jenny, you're just the best. So anyway, the full moon, right? The 9th house. There are belief structures that you have that are limiting you. There are groups that belong to some kind of religious structure that are limiting you, that you need to push past. This full moon is going to reveal to you what isn't fun about how you are marketing yourself, or what isn't fun about how you are publishing, or what you're publishing, the work that you're putting out into the world, wherever it's the opposite of Leo. Wherever it is coming out, and it's like, you know what? No, that's what you want me to put out, but I don't actually want to put that out. I actually want to put out this work here because it's fucking fire. All right. There's this tug and this push pull happening. And you have to decide if you're going to continue to listen to this force that's coming from some organized institution, right? That's the 9th house, or even if it's your own self-belief that's coming up. You have to decide if you're going to keep doing that and playing that game, or if you're going to like, no, actually, I'm actually going to go and have fun right now. Thank you very much. That's that opposition. Yeah.
So opposition is one of these. I was feeling like I needed to pull 2 for Gemini. So you have opposition, which is fire over lake. The flames from the fire rise up in search of the heavens. Water in its movement ascends, searching for the sea. Opposites walk in unison in opposite directions. Life is born from opposites. And then you have 50, which is fire over wood. So there's all this fire. So you have the opposition, but you also have the opportunity to turn opposition into harmony. This is the well? No, that's not the well. The pot. One can nourish others with our qualities. With harmony, one achieves good benefits. It's a time of unity and brotherhood next to the pot, a favorable time. So Gemini, you are opposition. That is exactly what that sign is. It's other. And it is you who can harmonize those things. You are so fun. I usually love being around Geminis because they are so much fun. They are so good at that. That's an excelling point. You also got the 7 of Wands, which is opposition, but it can also be fun. It's your job to harmonize. Look at, you've got both hands engaged. There are little bracelets here, which are a little hard to see because my camera is not focusing, but they're made of thorns. So either you're bound by this opposition and it's stressing you out to fight, or they're protecting you and allowing you freedom of movement. Watch a kung fu movie. Like, it's always so fun. It's like you weave in and out. You're the breath. You're the air. And that brings you prosperity and victory up here at the top with the coin and the little victory leaves. You got this in the bag. That's what I got.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah.
That's cool. Okay, Gemini.
I like that.
Gotta get the eyebrows going. Gemini. All right, so what I got for you, Gemini? We got the Ten of Swords right out the gate. Damn, son. I mean, this is the sun in Gemini, okay, in the Hermetic deck anyway. It is a Gemini card. The Ten of Swords is a completion of a difficult situation, right? That's what the 10 is. It's finally coming to a peak, a crescendo, and then, you know, the wave breaks and it crashes and it's done. Thank God, right? Whew, finally. Whew, whew. I forgot to do the thingy. There we go. Hey. Okay, so that's what we're coming into at the beginning of the week, right? This like building tension of like, fuck, this is what they want me to do, but my heart's calling me over here.
Mm-hmm.
And then you've got the Three of Wands. You see that man looking off into the distance? Like, you know what? That third house is a lot more fun, isn't it? I would really like to take a little trip here. You know, see what else is over there. Because that looks way more fun. Way more green. I kind of like that. Yeah, that's fair. Fair enough. I love the incredible variation between readers and interpretations for cards. It's fun. So anyway, Ten of Swords, kind of shitty. Three of Wands, much more hopeful. I like this. The three also is an indication that you have this passion to do something. The next step that's necessary is to take the action to actually go and do the thing. Right? With the three, right? You've got I'll use a Gemini in the chat as an example. You have a marketing project, and you've got a marketer and an artist, right? And you've got the idea or the thing that you need to make. But you still have to actually like make the graphic and do the thing in order for it to manifest into reality, right? Really easy example. But that's the three. You're not quite at the four yet. So it's almost like there is this huge amount of energy that is stored up that it's almost like at the end of this full moon, once it finally peaks and crashes and the wave moves on, then it's like all of this energy releases so that you can actually take this three and move forward with it to get to the four, to get to manifesting whatever that fun project is. And then you've got rebirth. This is 20, all right? Rebirth, i.e. judgment, i.e. This is the winter solstice, essentially, a depiction of the winter solstice. So you're being called on an adventure, Gemini. You're being called on an adventure. Saturn in the 9th house can delay trips or throw you obstacles when you go on trips. But I kind of feel like it might be necessary to push past that and explore a little bit. So the rune I got for you is Laguz. This is 21. So Laguz is flow. It's water. It's a waterfall. It could be a few different bodies of water, but basically it's flow, like spiritual and artistic flow, energetic flow. It's about the need to dive deep in order to find the gold. Prepare your vessel, okay? Prepare your vessel for the trip that you're about to take, okay? I mean, these cards on their own don't really indicate trip, but in conjunction with everything else that I'm seeing with the astrology and blah, 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 prepare your vessel because there is something that you need to do, something that you need to dive deep to find. Whatever this 10 of swords is, right? That's going to be the tip off point. So prepare your vessel now, okay? If there's any rotting boards that need to be replaced, replace them. Especially because this is such a beautiful potentiality, right? But if you're not prepared with the right tools and the right things that you need for your trip, then you're going to be caught unawares, unable to complete the journey or unable to actually go on the journey, right? So do what you need to do now. Do the hard work now, Saturn. Do the hard work now so that you can actually enjoy whatever it is that you're being called to go and do. I feel like a priestess today. Yep. But anyway, that's what I got for you, Gemini.
Beautiful.
Got anything to add on Lagos? Yeah, there is a bunny. You're right. There's a little hair. He's like, "What's up?"
No, not too much. Lagos is kind of, for me, it's the Scyther rune. So
Totally.
you know, getting into magic. Scyther is magic. So that's very Gemini. But, you know, isn't it the image of like a burning ship too? Like going to that's a funeral.
That's why I'm like, prepare your vessel. Storms are coming.
Dig your grave, guys. No, it's, get your stuff in order too, because there was always a big party with that inheritance,
I love that.
It's like, it can be a good time. And it's about legacy too. Alice for legacy.
There you go.
Leave a legacy of love.
Oh my god. I'm just reading the chat. Okay, sorry. Taurus. Okay, Taurus. Oh god. So how's the party, Taurus? How's the party? Is Venus pissed yet? She probably is. Shit's on fire. Literally in the Netherlands, shit is on fire. Anyway. Wow. Okay. So Taurus. Aquarius is your 10th house. Full moon in the 10th. Saturn in the 10th. I'm sick of saying the word work, but
The work, bitch.
when you got Saturn in the 10th, you fucking work, bitch. It's true. And I mean, this opposition, the full moon, right, with the sun in the 4th house and the moon lighting up and reflecting back to us issues from the 10th house. This is going to show you where you need to put in a little bit more effort into your public image, perhaps, or your obligations to society is the other way that the 10th house can be interpreted. So, the other way, the inverse that this can really like play out as, or in addition to, sometimes it's a yes and type thing. The 10th house can be authority figures, and Saturn transiting through the 10th can be literally an authority figure, an older, sometimes male, often male, not always, but usually authority figure that is telling you how to do something. Okay. And I don't think that you like it. So what are you going to do about it? Are you going to concede? Or is this face off with this authority figure I mean, how are you going to claim your own individuality, right? How are you going to, what's the word I'm looking for? Sovereignty, that's the word I'm looking for. Are you sovereign? Are you? Are you? Or are you still asking for permission from authority figures? This full moon's going to reveal that to you. This full moon's going to show you exactly how far that takes you. And there may, in fact, be some things that come up specifically involving some kind of authority figure where that is your boss battle. That is your boss battle. Good luck. Godspeed. We're here for you. Rachel's face. Oh. Yeah.
We're here for you.
Reach out if you need assistance, Taurus. Leo's got your back.
Hey,
Hopefully.
Yeah. Help me out, Leo. So
Leo with the assist.
is this Venus in the 10th?
Is that?
It looks like it.
What is that?
It's a lady. Number 10.
Oh, shit.
Yep. And you know what? We're talking about modeling, fashion. 10. It's called Walk. This is heaven over lake. The heavens reflect on the lake, and both contemplate themselves at a distance. Time to share the path, although at different levels. The actions affect the surroundings. Through mutual benefit, we occupy our place, and each act affects the whole. What came out with this? The star. Venus might not be happy about what's going on, but it is time to be the star and to shine the light that leads the way. Things might be frustrating, but you still have to be the light. And when you encounter that figure, you've got to stand tall in your sovereignty. She looks sovereign AF. She's not moving.
Yep. Nope.
She's got the moon behind her. She's backed by her
Fucking
truth.
classic Taurus.
You know? You don't have to back down. This is the perfect time. You know, it's not even about being stubborn. It's about being strong-willed. Be strong-willed. In such a way that you create. I love this star picture. The stars in the hands. Pouring all that water and light into the flame that brings spirit and illumination. I feel like, yeah. So there was one that was like kind of poking out, and I was not gonna do it, but I'm gonna do it because we're talking about this oppositional figure. But I like this a lot. So this is 53, which is wind over mountain, and that's progress and development. The immutable mountain contemplates how the wind moves in its surrounding. You are the mountain immovable. I'm going to say that again because that's the truth. There is space and a time for all forms of nature. With method, one achieves the goal. Let us continue firm and coherent while we climb the steps, respecting the natural rhythm of evolution. Respecting the natural rhythm. You have these older things around and in opposition for a reason. There's always going to be, generational cliques and conflicts, and it's changing of the guard. That's going to happen,
How do you sharpen a sword?
Oh man, right? Iron sharpening iron. Life's progress is gradual and it takes time, and one should not be hasty. That's something that you can learn from that Saturnal figure. And if that figure that enters your life doesn't have those qualities, tap into the past, tap into people, and shoot, whatever image or archetype you have that does represent that and carry that energy, that's for you to tap into and to stand in. You are a balanced feminine and a balanced masculine. So there.
I love that. I'm also loving the solo mode layout. It's fun. And Chant says, this one is like walking on a tightrope. Hexagram 10. All about balance and not drowning your potential. Heaven by drowning in the lake. Unconscious programming. Weird.
Yes. And that's kind of how I see the star too, because I mean, it is a tightrope walk. You can really mess up because all eyes are on you, but also, you know, maybe not falling into the whole I'm a star and like letting it get your ego out of balance. Because where's your focus then? You're not looking at the tightrope walk, you're looking at something else. And that could be kind of dangerous.
Just a little bit.
Maybe a little.
Just a little.
I don't know. I've seen
Okay, Taurus.
performances.
Yeah.
This can get bad.
You know what's really cool, okay? As a Taurus sun, I just gotta talk about this for a second, okay? I actually tried aerial yoga last week. It was fucking
Ooh.
fun. So not like tight ropes, but like silks hanging from the ceiling. It was so cool. And it was really hard. It was way harder than I thought it would be. But like, wow, what a workout. Holy shit. Was not anticipating that. But it was also really fun. But also like you have to pay attention to what you're doing.
Yeah,
Or
no
fucking
kidding.
crack your skull on the floor, you know what I mean?
Brutal.
Good times. No big deal. No big
Yeah,
deal.
no big deal. It's the opposite Scorpio, like enjoying that.
My Taurus and Mercury, my Mercury and Taurus made me eat half a tub of hummus. What?
Yes, you do. I've been resisting
Okay,
chocolate this whole
sure,
time,
why
okay?
not? Yeah, Rachel at the beginning. There's so many snacks.
I got
I'm
2
gonna get a
chocolate
snack.
bars. For one. For price of one.
Nice. Yeah, that was sweet. That was like abundance. Like, you know, Jenny did the abundance dance clearly at some point today because it's been playing out all day and it's fucking great. I love it. Can you get high off of hummus? Never mind. I was high on life this morning. So
Yes.
okay. So Taurus. Okay. So what I love about the cards that I got for you, Taurus, is first of all, I got the 8 of Pentacles, which is so like I mean, it's kind of Virgo, but it's very 10th house, okay? This is about needing to put in the hours, right? Your 10,000 hours. How do you get those? You fucking practice. That's the 8 of Pentacles. Practice, 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 practice. I love the 8 because, yeah, I was fucking, I was just fucking loving life this morning. Anyway, I'm still loving life, but regardless, the 8 of Pentacles, like I was saying earlier about the 7 being getting ready to jump to the next octave, boom, here you are. Uranus is in your sign, North Node is in your sign, Mars is moving through your sign, you're here, you're at the next octave. Do you have your 10,000 hours yet? Put in the work, motherfucker. Go, let's go, let's go. Okay? And I got the star as well. Boom shakalaka. I actually love this depiction because there's Ursa Major or Ursa Minor rather with Polaris right above her head. I think it's so cool. And then you got the moon right there. I just noticed that the moon's like looking like this whole vessel thing. It's pretty sick. So anyway, also got the star. What I love about the star is all eyes on me. I sang that last week. Still relevant. The star can be, I mean, there's so many ways to interpret this card. It can be like hopes and wishes and dreams being fulfilled. That's one interpretation. It can be like, I mean, especially if you're putting in the work to actually manifest those things. Boom, baby. Beautiful. Love it. It can also be being a little bit eccentric. You know what? Uranus is in your sign. You're allowed to be a little bit eccentric. You're supposed to be. But sometimes you can be a little bit too weird. You know what I mean? So like, you know, there's a fine balance there. There's a balance there. But anyway, I love the star. Beautiful energy. I don't feel like I need to expand on it too much, but I just noticed something really cool about this, okay? In this card, he's pouring molten metal. He's pouring fire. And in this card, she's pouring water as I drop it. Shit. Come back. Well, shit. She's pouring water. Wow, that's cool. So that's that balance playing out right there. That's fabulous. That's so fucking cool. I just gotta like stay on that for a second. That's really, really cool. So it's like balancing this beautiful, fiery, creative process out, but also taking time to refresh yourself with the waters of self-care. That's how I'm gonna talk about that. The boob moon returns. You guys.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god. Fuck you guys. And then the Four of Swords. And then the Four of Swords. I mean, I love you, but like, what the fuck? Then the Four of Swords is coming out, all right? So, yes, there's a lot of activity in Taurus, and Venus moving into Leo is really exciting. It's like, yes, finally, hot girl summer's here. Where's your audience? Work it, work it. You know what I mean? But like, also like rest, okay? Take some time for, like I said, balancing the creative fires out with proper self-care. So take some time to disconnect, right? Don't forget to do that. It's really, really important. Also, there's 17 people in the chat right now. Starcard. Fun. Is it me or future messing up? Is the future mess? Yo, what happened?
Something glitched.
What's going on, you guys? Are we getting some weird like glitching? They don't like me. They don't like me. I don't know. I'm just making shit up.
You're winning. It's fine.
Is there some weird shit going on YouTube's end? Trippy. YouTube messing up 2 times, 3 times, getting too real. Yo, okay, well, we're almost done. Well, almost done the like 12 signs. Then, you know, so far the runes did it. Oh yeah, I didn't talk about. Oh shit, I didn't talk about Taurus's rune yet. So far I only have Benjamin signed up for a personal reading. So if you guys want Rachel and or I to pull some cards for you, the directions are down below. We'll do rock, paper, scissors again, okay? I didn't tell Rachel we were doing that, but we could, you know?
We can do it. I'm down.
Oh, really? Oh, shit. Dude, I'm going to say this right now. Aquarius full moon, we're going to see the technological glitches go fucking ape shit. Just saying this right now, we're going to see it. It's going to be fucking crazy.
Blackouts have been predicted, so for August specifically.
Wait, by who?
Oh my gosh, it's all over the house. Like all these prophets my mom is listening to, but I keep hearing that in like the background too, like blackouts. So finally it was like August is watch out for blackouts. So we'll see. But
Wouldn't be surprised.
Some of the stuff that has been put out has come to pass. So
yeah, that's interesting. It's so okay. I gotta riff on that for a minute.
Yeah, do it.
My mom's like hyper fucking Christian and like, oh, no worshiping the devil, but then listens to prophets
all the time. If it's about Jesus, it's okay.
If it's about Jesus, it's okay. Okay, anyway. So the rune I got for you, Taurus, is Hagalaz. Speaking of disruption, here's Hagalaz. Hagalaz is the hailstorm. I mean, I literally just survived a hailstorm and it was fucking crazy.
Hail is crazy.
So anyway, Hagalaz. This is it's a seed of potential, really, is what the hail is. It can be devastating. And I mean, Taurus, you've got eclipses in your sign this year, so that's always interesting. It can bring and with Uranus there, it can bring some really crazy shakeups. There's always a potential there. There's always some way you can shift that energy and move with it and roll with it, like rolling thunder. Uranus, rolling thunder. That's funny. Anyway, seriously though, be prepared for an elemental storm. Okay. Be prepared for an elemental storm. Have your emergency supplies ready. You know what I mean? On a spiritual level and on a physical level. You cannot ignore one for the other. You have to take care of both. And Taurus, you know this. You're an earth sign. You know this. You know how it do what it is. But for real, just keep in mind that no matter what is thrown at you, especially if you are taking the time out to rest and contemplate and meditate and make the time for that stuff too, you will be more prepared for whatever life decides to throw at us. Okay. Nice. Yeah. Yo, weird magical.
Oh yeah, that story about the coffee. That was a cool story.
Space alien disclosure would be really interesting. That'd be a very Uranus North Node thing. Something that I noticed while doing a little bit of research on Uranus and the nodes is the like War of the Worlds type stuff and like other alien type things have been kind of like coming up.
Wouldn't a
some
blackout
of my
be
research is
perfect
there.
for holograms?
Oh shit, it would be. Oh god damn it.
Just saying.
Yeah, me too, Jay, though. That's spelled planned. Yeah, dude, right. Right. Yeah, exactly. Okay, what else? Nice. Dude, for real. Okay, so anyway, that's interesting. Yeah, just talking about emergency preparedness stuff in the middle of the Taurus readings. That's very classic. Hey, do you have enough resources for your fucking shit? We'll get your shit together.
Right?
Aries.
Preppers.
But canning your own food is extremist.
It's so extreme. Have you tried
It's
canning?
so extreme. Yeah, dude, do you know how many tomatoes it takes to make fucking salsa? Holy shit.
Like all of them.
Like all of them, yeah.
It's the only thing you're making with tomatoes.
But I want to make tomato sauce. Well, you're gonna need more tomatoes. Jenny says, "Thanks, Rahu." Yeah, right. Fucking Rahu. Goddamn it.
Oh my
Just
God, no
blame it
kidding.
on the demon. Yeah. Anyway, good times. Aries.
Speaking of, just kidding, Aries.
Oh, that's pretty extreme. What are you canning meat? How dare you? You're
Oh
not
my
allowed
God.
to eat meat. You have to eat only this scientifically engineered bug juice stuff. That's so Uranus and Taurus too. It's like
Nobody's
was that out
gonna
loud?
do
Sorry.
that. Why do they think people are gonna do that? Come on.
Well, did you watch the last 2 years go down, Rachel?
I mean, yeah, but I have a hard time imagining people are gonna like get that desperate that fast. I don't know. I don't want to be in the city for this. I'm here to find out.
Yeah, but I mean also, yeah. I live my province, all right, Alberta. We are known for our oil and our beef. That's what we do. We have beef and we have oil. We got some bread and some canola and shit, but like oil and beef. That's Alberta. Like good luck getting Albertans to not eat beef. Like fuck you, man. Okay, anyway, Aries.
Yeah.
Don't tell Joshua. Wait, what are we not telling Joshua? That we're blaming Aries for things?
Or that we're eating cicadas.
No. Oh. Yeah, no, I'm good. Yep. Oh, cicada sushi. Gotcha. Cicada sushi. Don't tell Joshua. Gotcha. Thanks.
Isn't that
All right.
dangerous?
I caught up. Aries. The Aquarius full moon is happening in your 11th house. Okay. The 11th house. This is your group dynamics house. It's also your like wishes and dreams and long-term goals and stuff like that. And for like rewards. So that's kind of cool. It's an interesting interpretation for the 11th house is some kind of reward. So anyway, I would be curious how group dynamics are playing out for you right now. And if there has been any kind of tension building specifically with your wider social network that may be perhaps coming to a head. And I mean, not necessarily in a negative way either, right? Like not necessarily in a negative way. With Saturn there, like automatically my mind wants to go to some of the difficulty and the delays and the obstacles that have been coming up in regards to 11th house activities. Like there's some kind of promotion or reward that you've been waiting for, and Saturn's like, fuck you, you need to do more work. Or like that's kind of where my mind tends to go, but it's not always a negative thing. Okay. The full moon in the 11th could be also revealing to you, again, the whole like beginning where I was ranting about the crowd is always wrong. Aries, this is hitting you directly in the 11th and 5th house axis. The crowd is always fucking wrong. If you have some kind of passion that you want to express and your wider social network or some kind of group dynamic is telling you that you can't or you shouldn't or you whatever, you blank, some kind of limitation is going down, fuck them, do it anyway. Fuck them, do it anyway. Fucking do it anyway.
Word. So, with that, these all go together really well. They're almost exactly the same. So 23 is mountain over earth. This is disintegration. The mountain elevates the earth to daunting heights from the foot of the mountain, and then once again sets it down in the valley. The ascent and descent, a time of caution. One must be vigilant. The ascent can become into a descent. Wait prudently and patiently that one's projects and illusions are not dislodged. This is also, you have a chance for ascension here in judgment. You can make a judgment into a descent. You can make your ascent into a descent by the judgments you pass on yourself and on others.
Ooh.
Are you taking yourself and others higher? Well, no. On the bottom was the Three of Swords. Head over heart kills the freedom and the song. So this can be something, it can be past, it could be for the future, it could be vision. It breaks my heart to think about people being ridiculous to each other over the stuff that has been imposed. What does it propel you to do? Are you going to descend into the madness and the chaos, or will you allow it to disintegrate and be far below you as you go higher? Chop hopping. About that. So yeah, that's what I got for you, Aries. Aries, I mean, you can get righteously angry. Please do. But just check yourself.
Yo, I was talking just the other day with some friends about feeling so utterly burnt out, and was thinking to myself after this conversation of, man, I need to get angry. Sometimes when you're in that, like, I mean, maybe this doesn't ring true for Aries, maybe this is just me, but sometimes when you're in that state of like, I mean, on one hand, you don't want to burn out your adrenals, but on the other hand, like if you're in a depressed and like a really low vibrational state where you can't even you cannot do the do. Sometimes you need to jump to anger to help motivate you to get you out of that place. So anyway, it's just riffing on that righteous anger part.
Yeah, you can make anger work for you. People are like, what do I do with the anger? Use it wisely.
You use it. Yeah, exactly. It's Mars. You fucking take action with that shit.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the only time you ever put it out. It's like, well, if you're not going to take action, then cool your jets.
Yeah. So anyway,
that's nice.
Another really cool thing happened. I like to get angry at push-ups. Nice, Jenny.
I get angry at push-ups also.
Jeez, fuck you, push-ups.
Pretty much.
There you go. I like that. That's funny. Okay. Anyway, there was a sentence you were saying, and this card flipped out. You said, there's a chance at ascension? Something to do with the judgment card?
Mm-hmm.
And then the World card popped out.
Mm.
Kablammy. Kablammy. Boom.
Boom, baby.
So the World is an ending and a completion. Yes, you see the Vesica Pisces here, right? The two. The womb that everything is created from. Um there's so much really, oh my god, there's so much beautiful stuff in this card. But what this card is saying to me, Aries, is that there is a major completion and a major manifestation coming up for you. Something, a big cycle is coming to a close. A chance at ascension. You're funny. You're funny. You're so funny. Anyway, but we don't. I don't. Okay, we. The crowd is always wrong. I don't follow ascension cults. Okay. Anyway, with the World, big endings, big beginnings. Something that you've worked really hard at is coming to fruition. I love it. Let's do it. Let's see it. Let's see it. And then we got the Five of Pentacles. Interesting. And then we have the Emperor or the Lord. So, coming into this week, you're coming in with a victory. A big win just happened or is about to happen. Love it. Boom. Beautiful. Accept it. Embrace it. And then what are you going to do with it? Are you going to keep the momentum going, or are you still stuck thinking about the past, or thinking along the lines of some belief system that you really need to fucking scrap and get rid of because it's holding you back? Yeah. So there might be a little bit of a hiccup this week where you need to take a bit of time, maybe even consult with some other people that are in your vicinity or among your trusted circle, because you end the week on a victorious note, right? I feel like the Emperor is the advice for how to move through the Five of Pentacles, where it's like, like it's so crazy. Like it's like there's this beautiful like peak, this mountain, this top, and then a brief little dip, and then whoop, right back out of it. I like the Emperor for this because just as I was talking about, sometimes you need to get angry. I mean, this isn't necessarily talking about getting angry, but it is an Aries card, and Aries is the warrior, okay? We are talking to Aries. So maybe you do need to get angry at something, Aries. Where are you stuck in the mud? Where are you despondent? That's the word that's coming to mind, right? Are you depressed? Are you in a freeze state? Sometimes we need a little kick in the ass to go, oh shit, yeah, actually, I'm pissed right now, and then take action on it. So I like that we're ending with the Emperor because it's like you're gonna take action eventually. Well, it's Aries, so never mind. Sooner rather than later. That's funny. Anyway, the rune that I pulled for you was Manas. So that's kind of interesting because this full moon is playing out in your 11th house of your wider social network, and Manas often is like sisterhood and brotherhood and groups and people that we align with or don't align with. So this group dynamic thing is coming up with Manas. Once again, I gotta ask, or I gotta say rather, the crowd is always wrong. Okay. So make sure that the people that you're surrounding yourself with actually do align with you on your values. But also, if they don't, you don't necessarily need to get rid of your friends or anything like extreme like that, but you might need to lead by example by going a different way.
I love that. Leading by example.
Very
That
Aries, right? Very Aries, very Emperor. It's like,
that ties in with Taurus really well too. You know, it's like if you don't have that example, you have to be the example.
that's how we break curses, bah.
Yeah, that's how it's done.
So
Son.
it's done. Exactly. Word. So I have a Benjamin, would you like a card from me or Rachel? Or a rune?
Whoops.
Or an I Ching? Your choice, sir. And yeah, so far I only have a reading from Benjamin. That is all. But I haven't seen him in the chat in a little bit. So if you're still here, my friend. If not, then we'll rock, paper, scissors and decide between us. Which we might do anyway, just for fun. Yup. I love it. So yeah, like I said, if you guys want us to pull a card, the instructions are down below. Just send it to my PayPal and we're good to go. And I don't know if Benjamin's still here. Let's see. He's a Taurus Sun, Aqua Moon, Sag Rising. Oh, that's right. Oh, from the pay. Oh, okay. I'll pull it from my Druid deck. Word. Jim is just dropping in with the old slang words. I love it. He's like, boo, yeah. How about huzzah? Huzzah! You guys remember that one? Huzzah!
Yeah.
It's a little bit before our time, but that's fun.
I feel like it came back.
It did come back because we're nerds.
Yeah. Nerds used it.
Aqua Moon, hey? Sag Rising. So third house moon. Third house full moon. Interesting. Okay. All right. A card for Benjamin. Sorry.
It's perfect. No.
Okay, like, dude, half the deck. Come on. Clearly, the deck wants to talk to you. Whoa. Oh, so your sun and moon are square. Taurus. Okay, Aquarius moon reflecting Taurus sun. That's fun to think about. So the eccentricity of the Aqua moon is reflecting the artistry of the Taurus sun. Fun. That's an interesting square too, because Taurus is like what's natural and what's beautiful and what's earthly and like you can touch it and taste it and feel it. And Aquarius is like, yeah, but like listen to all of these amazing, beautiful ideas and like, yeah, but we can plan into the future. And Taurus is like, yeah, but can I touch it? You know, that's an interesting square. So the card I actually got for you, Benjamin, is Cernanos, which in this deck is the Devil card. So that's really interesting. And I'm going to look at the bottom of the deck too. Oh, okay. Princess of Wands. Sweet. Okay. So with this full moon coming into your third house, the third ninth axis, and the Devil card being the one that comes out, but specifically Cernanos. Okay. So I want to be specific because you asked for the pagan deck. I'm going to give you the pagan deck. This is about, get ready for it, being responsible. So this is about making sure that whatever kind of pleasures and whatever kinds of adventures, question mark, you might be having, that you are being responsible about them, right? You can't just stay laying naked in the grove forever, okay? Because real life has to happen too. This is also about making sure that you're harnessing those energies, right? You're harnessing those energies so that you can apply them where you actually want them to go and they're not just spinning off wildly and creating thought forms and doing all sorts of crazy shit. Yeah, exactly, Jenny. Drink! So, that's interesting. That's very interesting. Because there's so many ways to interpret Cernanos. I looked at the bottom of the deck. And of course, what's there but the Princess of Wands. So, passion. I love it. Yes, bring that passion, bring it to bear, but also Princess of Wands, she's not as practiced, right, at harnessing that wand energy. So, keep practicing. whatever it is that lights you up, that really makes you feel alive and excited and makes you just fucking high on life, keep doing more of that, but also make sure that you're like channeling it in an effective manner, right? That's what I would say about that. And let me know how that lands for you as well. I'm curious. Yeah. Yeah. Live readings like this are really kind of weird because it's like I don't have the real time like feedback, you know? But anyway, I like that. Posting the I Ching in the refinery. Cool. Word. Okay, my friends. Shall we do one last like collective read to kind of like just wrap it up? And then, oh, I still have Aries on the banner. Ha 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 ha. Let's wrap it up with one last one. One last one. And then if anybody else wants a reading, they got this like last call chance to put it in. It's not every day that you get Rachel and Kaylee together. What? Bull gang? What? Yeah, so another way that you can think about that card pull is what house is Capricorn for you, right? So Capricorn would be your second house as a Sag rising. So you can also think about like, okay, how am I managing my resources? And am I doing so in a responsible manner? Fucking Capricorn. Drake, hey. I'm gonna have to go into a thesaurus and find some new words to say. So anyway, just another clue for you to think about. All right, collective reading, last reading for everybody. So if you are having like weird tech issues going on, or whatever the fuck's going on, if you just can't afford it right now, it's all good, you guys. I got you. One last reading. Cool. Yeah, dude. That's awesome. You are always dropping like beautiful knowledge bombs in Mario's chat. I love it. So that's really cool. I'm excited to see what you decide to put out content on. So hell yeah, dude. Fuck yeah.
Okay, this is good. This is a good one. It's a good one. I like this a lot for the closeout. 24, which is Earth over Thunder, the return. The earth, hardened by ice after a cold winter, prepares for the spring, even though we're going opposite right now, where new shoots will appear. After decadence, progress returns. Self-assurance is renewed and one's role and lost wishes are recovered. So the time of transformation you could see as decadence. If you look up that word, it does have to do with deterioration. So after that period, I mean, this is after the fight, after the battle, after we've destroyed what needs to be taken out, we have that beautiful transformation. I love the ruler of swords because he weighs his options. You could see that, like that progress, ruling this out, ruling that out, ruling this out, ruling that out. Here's the decision. Here's how we're going to transform. I like that the sword is also pointed down too. It's not aggressive. This is not a decision that's made hastily, but it is made, and it is beautiful with this butterfly in the back. Cool, guys.
I don't like the cards that I got. I mean, I kind of like the cards that I got, but I don't really like the cards that I got. It's interesting. I'm like, fuck, how am I going to spin this? No, I'm just kidding.
Double damn it.
Yo, you're going to drop bombs on Belphegor's Prime? That's hilarious. Yeah. Oh my God. Oh, does Gabe know? Does Gabe know? Oh shit. Oh man, that's good. Okay, so shit. All right, so I got the Five of Pentacles reversed and the Star. And actually, at first I didn't like this because I was like, "Meh, we already talked about these cards." But also, just I'm kind of thinking about it now. I'm like, well, okay, that's actually kind of cool. So, right, look, you guys know, okay? There's no fucking sugarcoating it. We're in a fucking recession, okay? Inflation is insane, right? We know this. We don't need any institutions to tell us this, right? We know shit's going down financially. We know they're trying to do a reset. We know they're trying to implement these like central bank digital bullshit thingy jiggies, right? That's the Five of Pentacles. Like, how the fuck am I going to care for myself and my family and pay my bills and put the fucking bacon on the table with all this shit going down, right? That's the Five of Pentacles, okay? Everybody's worried about this right now. If you're not, either you're a rich motherfucker or you've got your head in the sand. But here's the thing. Here's the Star. Okay. The Star came out. There is a way through this. Number one, we have to put, well, I mean, it's going to sound kind of cliche, but we do have to put our faith into some higher power, right? Some higher force than us. And depending on where you are in your spiritual path, that may be more or less difficult, especially when the hard times hit. And this is actually something that Peace talks about a lot, actually. He's like, okay, so yeah, you're spiritual and stuff, and you're calling on angels and blah, 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 but then shit hits the fan, and then you're like panicking. What happened to calling on angels? You know, I mean, I don't practice that personally, but I do pray, and I do, you know, do my spiritual thing. But how strong is that faith exactly? And the other thing about the Star is because this has got like an Aquarius theme to it, it's very much also about making sure that you are establishing and building your communities. So the positive side of Aquarius, right, is community, right? Negative side is groupthink and consensus realities and all of that stuff that we've been talking about. But the positive side, right, what we will get once we are done working through the negative side of Saturn is the positive side of Saturn, which is building a strong foundation of community, a decentralized network that can withstand any kinds of fucking bullshit that they're gonna throw at us. Okay, so build community. That's the end of the story. You're welcome. Go plant a food forest. That's what I got.
That was at the bottom of the deck. The Three of Pentacles.
Oh, the Three of Pentacles. Co-collaboration. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I like that. Yeah. I like that a lot. I think also there's also something here about realizing that like fiat money, and I mean, again, most of the people in this community, most of the people that will watch this already have an understanding of this. Fiat money is not a real store of value, right? We know this, and it's supposed to be an exchange of energy, and we can barter, we can trade. We don't have to use their systems, right? Mm-hmm. So yeah, just be thinking about that. And where and how can you move into more of a trade and barter system if that works for you? Or even how can we innovate and use something different that's even better than that, right? Aquarius, the Star. How can we change that? How can we start using those things now before shit hits the fan so that we are already practiced at using them? And I'm thinking like private crypto that's actually private, not like Bitcoin, but like Monero and like Pirate Chain or like Darrow and stuff like that. That's just one kind of like thing that I want to throw out there, right? There's other ways to do this other than using their systems. We can make our own.
Yeah, it can be us that fades those things out, not them.
We can do it.
We can do it.
Word. Oh fuck! I just split the deck and there's the fucking tower card. Fucking shit.
Be the lightning.
Motherfucker! You be the lightning. You be the lightning. You do it.
You do it.
You do it. Oh shit, that's good. Oh man. Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, I would post that. I would totally post that. 100%.
Mm,
Right? Totally. Yeah. I like that.
yeah.
Cool. Well, thanks for hanging out, you guys. Happy Monday. May the odds be ever in your favor.
Back.
Good luck. But also, like, you guys got this, okay? I
Eyes
hyped up the boss battle a little bit, but like, you got this. You got this. All right. I love you guys. Have a good week. Peace out.